What's good? I think we're live right now, but I'm gonna need you guys to let me know how the sound's coming through. I did a little something different with the sound. I had to go through StreamYard because I'm trying to figure this thing out. While I'm at it, let me go over here to my Facebook side to see if this thing's actually gonna let me change today. How many seconds have passed? 20 seconds? Okay, let me go see if it's on here. They still won't let me change it. Come on. So for those of you who are new to the barbecue, my name's Jeff. Mic Drop Barbecue is what they call me on TikTok and here, live and direct in your face. And I'd like to say thank you guys. Yeah, it's not showing me. It's not letting my Facebook connect. I don't know why. I don't know. I'll leave it alone for a while. What up, my brother Logan? What's good, man? Let me know how the sound is coming in. If it's crackling or something like that, let me know because I can back out and come back in. But I was trying to bring it up on my Facebook. I'm just going to stop putting it on Facebook. I swear. Because they always mess up on that side. Look, it's not even showing up. It just says live. But it doesn't show where I'm live at. Let me click live. Let's see some. Oh, it says we have a problem with the page you're trying to reach. Whatever. I swear, Facebook, man. Garbage. All right, thank you, Winnie the Pooh. She said it sounds fine. What up, Chris? Now it's time. If it sounds fine. I hope you guys had a great 4th of July. I had a very relaxing one. Man, all slide, man. Hey, I enjoyed my day. I had to get up this morning. I had a dead battery in a Jeep. So I went, swapped the battery out for free. It was free of charge. Swapped the battery out. Then I got this device showing up to help me keep my battery charged. When it comes in, I'm going to do a whole little live stream about it. Let me move this over some. So when it comes, I'm going to do a whole little live stream about it. Yeah, mine was quiet too. A lot of kids around was doing fireworks, but see, I got dogs. So my dogs don't like, fireworks. So I stay home with the dogs. 17 privates, that's crazy. So I stayed home with the dogs yesterday, hung out with them. We barbecued, swam all night. They were running in and out the house every time. It was like boom, real loud and everything. So I got up today, so I was going to drive today, decided not to. I'm still thinking I might go out about 2 o'clock in the morning. I slept most of the day away, might go out later, but got up, we went swimming, ate breakfast, fixed my Jeep. The storm came through the other day, the big storm that came through, finished the windstorm we had. So I got to do a little property repair. A couple of things got torn up. One of my canopies got torn up. So I went and bought some more canopies. I got to put those up probably tomorrow. I don't know. I'm so over these storms, I swear. But I was like, well, let me get on and see what everybody's up to, man. Say the battery maintainer. I got one that started smoking after the first charge. Be careful. No, it's not a battery maintainer. What it is actually turns your battery off. So you have a remote control, you hit it and it turns your battery off to your whole car. Cause I don't drive the Jeep that much. I'm gonna get one for the Escalade too. I'm gonna see how it works. So what you do is you hit it and it takes all the power away from the car. So your battery's not draining and it's not running everything all the time. So yeah, I got to get something like that because I'm tired of replacing batteries from these cars just sitting or whatever, man. It's like, oh, this one dog was in the bathroom closet. One dog barked at him. Biggest dog was in the bed making the entire bed shake. Cat wasn't amused either. My border collie is not scared. He was outside with the fire. He didn't care. He was in the water hose playing in the fireworks, doing everything. Man, the other dogs, they running in the house. I had the husky, she pees in the house. So I had to mop 3 or 4 times last night. She will not even come outside. So I was like, man, these damn dogs. And here we are with my Google thing saying fairly unstable connection is good. Man, I don't know what the deal is with this. It might be this laptop because I'm using my old laptop. I got the new one in the other room because I've been doing some work with that. But maybe it's just this old laptop because it keeps saying it's the connection is fairly good. The other one is strong. Whatever, I'll get it. But no, I just had, and I want to tell everybody, I'm going to do a video pretty soon about, I appreciate all of the new subscribers. And I know a lot of my people are wondering why I haven't been doing that much rideshare content. Well, the thing is, YouTube is different. YouTube is set up to where it's free for everybody to watch it. So everybody watches YouTube for free if you don't have premium. I got premium, so I pay $15 a month, so I got to watch commercials. But it's free for everybody to watch it. So YouTube has to find a way to make money. So what they do is they show ads, but they need ads to be shown to a lot of people. So all of us who do honestly, rideshare content, we don't get that much from rideshare content because nobody's watching it. So they're not advertised with rideshare content. So you see when I do other content, it just goes crazy. Like, it goes nuts. Anytime I do anything other than rideshare, it goes nuts on my channel because nobody really watches rideshare content. And YouTube is forcing people like me to do other content because they send stuff on the back end saying, hey, do content about this. This is trending right now. So they don't even care what my niche is. Honestly, YouTube does not care. So, and I appreciate you guys for subscribing to the channel because many of you are new to the barbecue and you don't know what we do over here. We make money over here. That's what the barbecue is about. We about making money, food for your soul. Come in, make money. We debate. We have great conversation, talk, enlighten each other all the time. That's what we do over here. But with my rideshare videos, the average I get per month, honestly, and I had the screenshot of the average subscribers I get per month with rideshare is about 260 subscribers a month when I'm doing rideshare. With the new content, I'm getting 1,300 subs a month. Yeah, over 1,000 more people a month from doing the different content because YouTube is spidering it out there saying, hey, we have a new channel we think you might be interested in who's doing other type of content other than rideshare content. So to go from an average of 260 people a month is less than 10 people a day are subscribing my channel, less than 10 per day. When I switch my content, I'm getting 1,300 a month, which is almost 40, 50 people a day subscribing this channel now. 40, 50 a day versus less than 10 a day with my old content. And YouTube loves it because YouTube can now show those people ads. So it's what YouTube wants to make money with, not really what we do as podcasters. I could talk about rideshare every day, but nobody's watching that shit. Let's keep it 100. Nobody's watching it. We're saying the same thing over and over again because there's nothing really different. We talk about private rides now. We don't talk about the apps and rideshare and stuff. We don't talk about that now. So we're going into a different range where we're talking to society in general. YouTube is putting these videos out to just the society in general, not just people who drive rideshare. So I appreciate YouTube just for doing that because my channel is kind of like a mechanic channel. It started off as a mechanic but with them knowing, like, you know, maybe YouTube, they watch my channel and they say, hey, this dude, he's not just a rideshare driver. He's actually an old school executive. And he's like, he knows a lot of legal shit. Maybe we should like get him in that genre. Because y'all know one of my favorite channels, The Lead Attorney. That's one of my favorite channels. I watch The Lead Attorney all the time. That's my guy right there. But, you know, I watch The Angry Man, The Lead Attorney. I watch, you know, Pocket Watch with JT. All those. I actually grew up with Pocket Watch with JT's family. We all grew up in the same family, in the same neighborhood. Yeah. Oh yeah. See, and that's the thing, Winnie. I got about 4 or 5 different channels, but I don't want my rideshare channel to die. I like this channel. I love it. I love the people. I like the energy. I like all the videos I got from different genres, and I just keep it here. And I got another channel too, but it does very well. It has like about 600 something subs. I dropped a video that got 68,000 views on it, on that little channel. 68,000 views on that. It wasn't rideshare related. That's why. I mean, I drop shit on TikTok all the time. I get 100,000 views, 900,000, 300,000. Whenever I drop shit about rideshare, if it makes $2,000, it's a good day. If it can make 2,000 views on that video over the life of that video, it's a good video. It is like, man, my other channel is called J Watts TV. So J Watts TV is actually in this chat too. Like, let me see if I can put it up there at J Watts TV. I don't know. No, I can't put it in there. Let me see if I can find it over here. I'm gonna see if I can actually find this channel. Because like, and that channel, it's more like it's going in the direction of my TikTok channel. So that's why I kind of like that channel. It's going in the direction of my TikTok channel. Oh, here we go. It's right here. Bam. That was pretty easy. And so I like that channel because, like I said, it's going in the direction of my TikTok channel. And my TikTok channel goes viral all the time. It's like I could post something today. By the time I wake up, it's got 80,000 views on it already. It's crazy. It's great because it's not rideshare related. And there's nothing wrong with rideshare. We all do it, but the industry itself is dying. And a lot of the rideshare drivers out there, they don't have money to click the links that YouTube is putting out. Like, YouTube puts ads on everything and they want people to click them. They don't just want to show you ads. They want you to purchase and buy things from these ads. That's how they make their money. YouTube makes their money like that. So if nobody's super chatting, nobody's super thanking, nobody's clicking on the ads that YouTube is putting out, then YouTube says, then this is a dead community. And the rideshare community is more or less a dead because they're not paying drivers. They don't. They steal tips. They don't tip. People are not getting, the tips that were promised to them. I mean, the rideshare community is crazy. It's dead. To me, it's dead. The private ride community is where all the money's at. But talking about private rides online, you kind of rub a lot of people the wrong way because either they don't want to do it or they went out and bought a car that they don't think they can do private ride. It's so different. It's so different. But I could use this channel for so many other things other than just rideshare, which is why I started dealing with things that are in my passion. I love legal. So I deal with the legal work. I deal with things like that. And it's just, and talking to those people, dealing with legal people and having actual debate is opening up this channel to a lot of new names. Like even you, Winnie the Pooh, you're here because of legal things. So it opens up the channel to a lot of new names, a lot of different energy, a lot of new energy. And honestly, in my opinion, the fact that rideshare drivers don't capitalize on that shows how slow they are. And I'm not saying, because a lot of rideshare drivers, they be like, oh, well, if you're not talking about rideshare, I'm out of here. That's how slow they are. The people that are coming to the channel are riders. They're people who need drivers. And it's like the slow driver. Well, I'm out of here. If you ain't talking about rideshare, I'm out of here. Instead of saying, hey, all these people are here and they're talking about everything. Maybe somebody in my city needs a private driver, but they're so slow they don't even put two and two together. Oh, if you ain't talking about rideshare, I'm out of here. You're just drivers are only talking to other drivers and they're just having pissing matches all day in rideshare. Oh, I'll make more than you. 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 And that's all they talk about in rideshare. Me, I talk to actual people. I talk to clients all the time. So I'm in a community discussing things with clients, talking to clients. People meet me and say, hey, man, you're a driver. Can we use you Saturday? Hey, can we use? Those are the kind of people I like to talk to. I don't just want to sit around talk to a bunch of broke ass drivers all day. And it's like, no, I don't. But yeah, it's like most rideshare drivers at the crossroads is W-2 or private rides. Pick a path. Exactly. One of the two. You got to go one way or the other. And I just enjoy the fact that, we could sit here and we can chat and have conversation with regular, average, everyday people. And I've actually met people on my channel who have used me as a driver before. But most drivers out there, they're not that sharp. They're not quick. And that's why I did a video recently saying they don't listen. Because a lot of drivers, they're not sharp enough to even realize when an opportunity is in front of them. Because they got that employee mentality of give me, give me, give me. I'm going to sit here and you be my supervisor and just give me some work. Just put some work in front of me and I'll do it. As a contractor, you got to go out and create work. You got to go out and create your client base. You got to be creative in the brain. If you're not creative in the brain and you just sit around all day waiting on pings all day, waiting on Uber to work you all day, you're not going to make it that far. So there's a lot of people on my channel who are just like, it's a little different. This is why not take calls from Uber drivers and help drivers with financial advice like Dave Ramsey. Oh, Rich, we do that all the time. This channel has over 1,400 videos on this channel, and a lot of my live streams are doing exactly what you're saying. So I'm welcome to the barbecue, brother. I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you're here. But exactly what you said, we've done it. I've been doing rideshare content on this channel for about 3 or 4 years. Exactly what you saying. There's 3 or 4 years worth of content talking to drivers on screen. I'll even bring that picture on screen and we talk about financial advice. If you look at my Cash Rides playlist on my homepage, there's about 100 videos in there with financial advice. I talk about credit advice, how to get your credit. My credit score is about a 780. I talk about how to get your credit score up and how you can use rideshare to do it. I do it all the time. But nobody watches that shit because people would rather be victims. They would rather sit around and cry and complain to see if somebody will give them a handout than actually go out and get money. So at some point, I've got to be a smart podcaster and go, this is a dead industry. I've got to go to a different market because YouTube wants to have podcasters and content creators that actually create content that people want to watch. If nobody's watching it, I can't control that. Exactly what you said. Why not take calls from Uber drivers and help drivers with financial advice like Dave Ramsey? Anybody who's been on my channel know that is exactly what I do, and they don't even listen. Davey, man, I don't know why I'm not making money. I don't know why. People be needing co-signers on cars and everything. I'm like, we too old to be needing co-signers. Co-signers are like 18-year-olds and 25-year-olds. If you're in your 30s and 40s, you should need a co-signer. You should have your credit together by then because you've learned everything along the way. So you should know by then. But exactly what you said, I do it on this channel, man. Over 1,400 videos on this channel. A lot of them trying to help people make money. And that's what I've dedicated my life to. But it's like, sometimes it's not really helping my channel to stay in that genre because nobody's listening in that genre. And it becomes like beating a dead horse. So I'm saying the same thing over and over and over and over, and nobody's taking it. The moment I say something different and the videos are doing very well, my Diddy videos, all my crime and legal videos are doing very well, drivers are like, well, I don't like this type of content. You don't like the shit I do anyways. It's like the shit I do anyways ain't got no views on it. I don't care if a driver don't like my new content. YouTube likes it, and they're sending that shit out like crazy, and people are watching it, and they're running their ads if they want to run. I'm getting views. I got over 1,300 subs in the past 28 days. When I do rideshare content, I only get 260 in 28 days. So I'm making over 1,000 more people from YouTube just helping this channel out like that. So for a driver to tell me, well, I don't think you should do new shit. No, you're not super chatting. You're not super thinking. You're not watching this shit. So I'm not going to sit and watch my channel die because somebody wants to watch rideshare shit. There's other rideshare channels out there regurgitating the same shit we've always talked about. So if you want to just keep watching the same, it's like when my kid was little. When my son was little, I remember he used to like to watch The Incredibles. He used to watch The Incredibles 2-3 times a day. This little kid, Dad, I want to watch The Incredibles. You just watched that shit this morning. Play it again. Dad, I want to watch The Incredibles. This dude would watch The Incredibles like every day, 3-4 times, all day, every day. Wouldn't want to watch nothing else. If I can have Spider-Man. Hey, you want? No, I want to watch Incredibles. That's how some of these drivers are. They want to watch the same damn content over and over. It's like they thinking slow. And it's like, I just need to keep seeing the same shit until it sinks in. It's never going to sink. If you ain't got it by now, it's not going to sink it. I've been doing this shit for 4 years. I done show people my bank account. I done show people my cash. I done let them hear me on rides, talk to riders. And they still can't figure it out. I'm like, I'm out. At some point, I can't just do that shit forever, man. And when I'm watching there's rideshare channels out there, 100,000 subscribers. And they don't even do the video counts that I do. And I only got 15,000 subscribers. Because the industry is dead. Even the big channels aren't getting views. Nobody's watching this shit no more because nobody wants to drive no more. It's dead. If you really want to do good content in the rideshare space, talk about how dead it is. That content's going to blow up. If you try to help somebody get a better credit score, you try to help somebody make more money, try to help somebody get business cards and that video ain't going nowhere. Them videos, they want to be victims. Everybody wants to be victims. They want somebody to feel sorry for them. Man, I can't believe I'm gonna end up missing my rent, man. I gotta set up a GoFundMe. I'm gonna miss my rent, man. These apps ain't paying me shit. Are you doing any private rides? No, I just leave it on the app. Then that's your problem. You're basically doing it. You're doing it to yourself. I opened up the app earlier today. This shit was crazy. I opened it up earlier today. There was a ton of $4 rides in here. I'm gonna show you guys the kind of shit the reason why I'm not driving on a holiday. Because if I'm gonna be out there on a holiday, you're gonna pay me. You're gonna pay me. Hold up. Let me show you what this screen says. Hold up for a second. Look at these rides. $7.40, $7.40, $6. These are all single digit rides. Whoops. These are all single digit rides. All these rides are single digit. Look at that. All single digit rides. This is a holiday weekend. This is 4th of July weekend. Even $4 rides. $4 rides. What is that? $3.01 right there. This is a holiday weekend. Nobody talks about driving no more because this is the only thing we can talk about. Ain't no 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $70 rides in here. This is $3.01 at 6:35 in the morning. Why am I going to go out at 6:35 in the morning to get $3? Why would I do that? I'm sleeping and I'm going to get up and eat me some breakfast and shit. I'm not doing $3.01. The highest ride in this whole list, the highest ride is $7.40 for 4.6 miles. And it's from downtown to the airport, $7.40. Now, they probably, because they're downtown, staying at the hotel downtown, they're probably paying about $25 for this ride. So out of the $25 they're paying, you're going to get $7.40 because they got to pay $5 to the airport. So that already puts the ride at $12.40. So it puts it at $12.40. Then they're going to pay insurance, and Lyft's going to take some, which is the other $12.40. So that's a $24 ride. But they're going to give you $7.40 for a $24 ride. That's why nobody talks about rideshare. It ain't shit to talk about. If you haven't figured it out yet and done private clients yet, converted rides yet, you're losing. You're driving all day. There's not a single There's not a double-digit ride in this whole list. Not a double-digit ride in that entire list. They're all single-digit rides. I drive a truck. I got a Beamer out front. I'm not doing $3.01 rides. Even if I had a Prius, even if I had a car that ran on electricity, it would be a nice car like a Tesla. You don't do $3 rides and you afford a Tesla. It just don't make sense, because first, people say, well, the ride is short. Well, it's short from where they are to where they got to be. But where are you? Now you got to get to them. People don't count dead miles. I count dead miles. If it's downtown, I got to drive 7 miles to downtown. So that's 7 miles. Then I got to drive 3-4 miles back to the airport. So now I'm at almost 11 miles for $7.40. That's about 70 cents a mile. Not doing it. So it's like, no, I can't do it, man. See, Richard, that's what it, man, 20 upside down 24K, and it needs a transmission soon. And that's the thing, I rebuild transmissions. I think on my Beamer, I'm probably upside down maybe about, I would say 10K. I'm upside down about 10 to 12K on that BMW, because it's got 116,000 miles and it's a 2019. Now they're selling those cars right now for about 22 grand. I owe about 22 grand on that. But because of the high miles on it versus what the other miles are, they're going to drop my car all the way down to about 13 grand is what they're going to give me for the trade-in. So I need to come up with 10 to 12 grand. There's no way that I would trade that car in. No way possible. Hell no. Because I'm not giving somebody $10,000, $12,000 cash just to equal zero. Like, no, I'll just pay it off. That's my car. I'll drive that shit out. I could drive that car for the next 20, 30 years, man. It's only got 116,000 miles on it. BMWs go to about 500,000 miles. But in rideshare, I only do private rides in it. I got 2 clients that I take in the Beamer, and each ride is $97. It comes out, well, one's $85, one's $97. So each one comes out to about the same price, because one guy, I charge both of them $85. One guy always gives me a tip on top of that, a $17 tip. So it comes up to like $97 or something like that every time. The other lady, she just pays straight $85, which is cool, because that's actually a black SUV price. But she's cool with paying $85. She don't mind paying $85 because it's me every time. So that's the only way I move my Beamer. For $4 rides, I'm not driving that Beamer. $4 rides means I got to do 20 rides to equal one ride that lady's actually 21 rides, and it's round trip. So I take her 85 one way, 85 the other way. So I'm getting $170 in that BMW on 2 rides. $4 rides. So to get to 170, I got to do like 44 rides, 42 to 44 rides I got to do just to make up for 2 rides private. So I'm like, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. What up, Larry, my brother, 1111. My man, Joe. Happy 4th. Yeah, and see, that's the thing, Richard, with the apps, the way that the apps are, if people aren't going back to a W-2 or they're not doing private rides, they're just racing to the bottom. They're pushing their cars and they're just going to end up at the bottom. I can't open my app and see a bunch of single-digit rides and be like, ooh, I need to go out and drive. If I'm not seeing 27, 28, stuff like that, because if I can open that and see that, those are conversions for me. If somebody's like, hey, I need a $21 ride, $21 is going 20 miles, I guarantee. I can get that for $50 just like that. Hey, I'll do it for 50. I can't do it for 21, but I can do it for 50. Okay, bet. Especially if it's close to me, grab them, do it for 50. That's 19. That's what, $29 more than what they would pay me. $29 more. So I don't have to worry about getting a $5 tip, $10 tip. I don't worry about tips. I make sure the price is right. If the price ain't right, I can't mess with it. I just can't do it. What up, Abby Twin? Yeah, but and like I said, with the way the channel is going, if you guys are drivers out there and you're not, remember a long time ago when I did live streams and I said, I'm gonna be changing up my content so I could bring riders to the platform. I said that in my old content a long time ago. I said, I'm going to change my content up so we can bring riders over here. We got enough drivers on this channel. We don't have no riders. We have nobody to talk to. We got nobody to show that we're trying to protect the community by not letting all of these people come into our community, like Uber and Lyft come into our community and steal money from us all. We need to make sure we're talking to the community. Now we see riders out there making TikToks about what we talk about. Riders are out there like, hey, you know, if you talk to the driver, you can save a lot of money. Now they're finally getting it now. But I always said on this channel, I want to bring other people from the outside in And if I can bring them in, we can actually have conversations with them. They can go out there and radiate, and they can talk to people to say, hey, this is what drivers are doing to protect our communities. They're not letting corporate America come in and steal all of our money. This is what they're doing. So we can recycle this money over and over. Instead, a lot of drivers on this channel, oh man, this channel's getting too big. And your topics are not even talking about ride share. It's like, no, they're not. But if you're a smart business person, you realize if you go to a business convention and you see customers at a business convention, wouldn't you walk up to the customers and talk to them? Why would you look at these customers and go, oh no, man, these people are customers. They don't do what we do for a living. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. You're a business person. A business person sees people who are customers and go, let me talk to you. That's what a business person does. An employee might not do that, but a business person will do it. Which is why there's so many employee brain people still involved in rideshare, and they're just saturating the market with these $3, $4, $5, $6. I opened up the Rider app. When I opened up the Rider app and I saw all of the cars that were out there, this was the driver app I showed you with all the $4 rides. When I opened the Rider side, the driver side or the Rider side, it showed nothing but cars everywhere. Why is everybody out with $4 rides? This is why the app won't pay nobody. If they can put $4 rides and $3 rides out there, a bunch of single digit rides, and you still go out there to get that, they know you're a sucker. They know you're desperate. So what do? I do private. If you need a private ride, shoot me a text. If you don't need one, cool. I'm gonna go swim in the pool. I'm gonna eat some barbecue. I'm gonna, clean my cars if I had to do some work on some stuff. Man, I use that time as my time. I have a life too. And if I got to do some repairs around the house or something like that, that's what I use that time for. If I want to do some content, like right now, it's late night. I slept pretty much all day because it was too hot. So I slept all day. Then when I got up, I did all my errands and everything. But I'm going to drop content. But what I'm not going to do is let these apps treat me like a slave, treat me like I'm desperate, and have me out there in the streets for $4 rides all night in this big ass truck. Nah. The other day I had my app on again. Like the one time I had it on, I put some in the membership group about me leaving my app on for 12 hours. I did it again the other night. I left my app on for about 10 hours straight. Not a single black ride came through. It's on my app. It says I was online for 11 hours. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see something. Oh, it says my online time is 14 hours and 16 minutes. 14 hours, 16 minutes. My book time, 2 hours. 2 hours and 4 minutes. I drove 53 miles. I did 5 rides. That's it. So in 2 hours, I made $232 in 2 hours. That's it. $232. That's all I made. My average is about $108 an hour. About $108 an hour is what they saying they're paying me. But 2 hours and 4 minutes when my phone was on for 14 hours. What up, Greg? So if my phone is on for 14 hours, but I'm only doing rides for 2 hours, that tells you there's no good rides out there. That's a shitty. If my phone was online for 12 hours or 14 hours and I drove for 10 hours, that's a good ratio. To be busy 10 out of the 14 hours is good. To only be busy 2 hours out of 14 hours of being online, that's not a good ratio. That's a bad ratio. Now, Dara, he was saying how driverless vehicles work 90% more than drivers. Of course they do, because they take all the shit. They're at 100% AR. A Waymo ain't gonna turn a ride down. If somebody requests a Waymo, it's going to it. We turn rides down because the shit ain't worth it. If somebody tries to get me for $4, I'll show you where some of these rides are from right now. Let me see if I can find one. Let's see if I can find one of these trash rides. Oh, here's one, $11.29 for it's 8 miles, $11.29, but it's from downtown. So I got to drive about 7 miles to get to them, and then 8 miles to the airport. So that's 15 miles I will be getting paid for $11.29. $11.29. I'll be going 15 miles. I can't do 15 miles of drive when I'm getting $3 a mile. I will get $45. So instead of me taking 45, I'd be getting $11.29. Why would I demote myself? I wouldn't self-demote myself and say, oh yeah, well, I'll do it for $11.29 when normally I do it for $45. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So let me see. There's another one in here. There has to be other rides in here. Now, one day I opened it up and it was a black ride around the corner from me for like $19 for like a half mile. Somebody was right around the corner, had to go, they were at a wedding thing. I ended up getting like 50, 60 bucks for that ride. That was the craziest ride ever. I was like a half mile for like 50, 60 bucks. That was nuts. Yeah. Because I think the apps know you at home with all the updates and purposes don't send you anything good till you leave the house. Oh, no. See, if they think like that, then they know I ain't leaving the house. I sit here and get private rides all day. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, man, they want me to leave. Let me leave. Nope. That truck don't fire up. Because there's a lot of shit I can do at my house. I can do content. I can work on my, cars. I can work on my house. I am not leaving my house for a potential nothing. A huge nothing burger. Just out driving around. Just like, well, they're going to send me something because I'm not at home. No. What they're going to do is send you a ride. They're going to pay you $30 to go 30 miles outside, and then you're not going to get a ride back. So you just went 60 miles for $30. You just got 50 cents a mile because you went all the way out there and drove back on your own gas. 50 cents a mile. It's like, nope. I've seen it happen to people, man. They be taking them rides out to Fountain Hills. Nope, not happening. Not happening. So hopefully you guys are out there, thinking of what you're going to do outside of rideshare. How you going to deal with people, in other genres, other ventures, because only doing rideshare alone is not going to be sustainable. They're doing, like I said, they've got Waymo doing delivery now. You can order delivery, like food delivery, grocery delivery with Waymo. So pretty soon, even delivery drivers are going to be like, well, I don't have no good orders coming through, a bunch of $3, $4 orders. Go get a job. Go get a job. See, I'm 20 minutes from town. I've only gotten one ride in 2 years from Ride House. Oh, yeah. And see, that's the thing. I sit right by the airport. So you think I be getting some bangers all the time. Only time I get bangers is 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when ain't no drivers out and all these hotels got people trying to get to the airport. Once they do that, I'm good. What up, my brother? What's good? OZ Dreamweaver's in the building. My man, Rick. And so that's what I do. I'll sit there and turn my app on at 2 o'clock in the morning and they're making me some coffee or whatever this and that. Bing, black SUV. $28, like 4 miles. All right, I'll do that. Bing, black ride, $19, 5 miles. All right, I'll do that. Otherwise, I won't mess with it, man. I won't mess with it. They are on from 91 to 85 in one night. Yeah. And I don't even know what my AR is. Because I don't drive a lot. Let me see what my AR is. 17%. They said I need to have at least 30%. I'm at 17% right now. My cancellation rate's at 3%, which is less than the 6% because I don't really turn my apps on no more. If I turn my app on, my cancellations will be higher. I will turn it on black and just let my phone sit somewhere on black. That way, if a black ride comes through, I'll do it. It's like, no. Since my house is a giant dog house. And so I tell folks, man, if you're not passing out your cards, if you're not out there, trying to stack private clients, learn how to talk to people, because I got tons of videos on this channel talking to people in my truck, talking to people in my car. You can hear me actually talking to them. And that shows you the sentiment for how the public is when somebody like me is saying, hey, listen, I can't do it for this. This is what I can do it for. And I know people say, well, how can you, talk to riders? How can you, like somebody hit me up today. Right from Phoenix, they hit me up today. It was like, hey, what area you go to get good rides and stuff from? Like, what area can you go to get a lot of good private rides? Where do you usually go? I sent them a link to my channel. That's what I do. Don't text me asking me shit that I've talked about on my channel because I'm gonna send you a link to my channel. They tell, hey, you know what? Hey, how can I do this? How can I do that? Where do you go to get this? Where you go get that? YouTube.com/@MicDropBBQ. Check it out. It's like, I'm not going to sit there and just talk to them. I'm blue in the face saying the same shit over and over. You ask me a question, especially if you text it to me, you're going to get a link. And that link is going to be my YouTube channel because I've already did a video about it. I'm not doing it. Nope. This is crazy how people say, oh, you got to take the ride even if it's a shitty one because if you give great service, they'll tip you. I'm like, nah, bro, you stupid as fuck. Exactly. They ain't tipping shit. A lot of these people is looking for a discount. And it's funny because when I did Lyft Black one week, I must have got tips on almost every single ride. The very next week, not a single tip on none of them. It's like, I think it depends on who the people are working the app that night, as far as the people at the headquarters or wherever they working on this shit at. Because some nights they be like, it might be a new person. And the new person is like, they don't know how to steal tips yet. So the new person at the controls is like, you know what? This dude is doing all the rides. He's doing good rides. He's out doing rides. And I'm just getting tips like crazy, like crazy. That's the dude who's probably in training. Now, the moment the seasoned person that works at Lyft comes in, who's been there for 3 or 4 years, like, let me show you how to really make money. You see that $20 tip he got? Hold it. See that $5 tip he got? Hold it. See that he's not going to remember it. In a few days, the tip drops off and it becomes our money. I'm telling you, that's what I think these people are doing, because there's no way I'll get all of these tips one day and then for the next 2 weeks, not a single tip at all comes through. I'm like, yeah, the day I'm getting tips is the day a trainee was working. Somebody was training somebody on the job and they couldn't do some shady shit to teach this person what they do. Because the person might be like, oh man, you know what? He taught me how to hold tips. What? Yeah, today's my first day and he showed me how to hold all the tips out. He ain't supposed to do that. Yeah, they holding that shit for bonuses is what they doing. So they'll sit there and they'll be like, oh man, this is how you get your bonus up for your weekly spiffs and everything. All right, brother, I'll see you, my man. This is what you do. You just hold the tips and you put this here and you hold it and you don't pay it because you got X amount of days to pay it. So you just hold it and then you move this and you hold this in that account. Then you hold it up. At the end of the week, you don't get no tips. You wonder where all your tips at. They held them all. They probably went to a dump account or something like that. Now that person is going to get all their money, probably get your tips and everything. And then one day you're going to see $1 pop up on the screen. $1. Like, what the fuck? $1? What is that $1 for? Just some tips that they held a long time ago and it had to process through, and instead of giving it back to you, they just kept it and gave you $1 out of it. So it's like anytime I see tips coming through my app, I'm like, somebody's training right now. There ain't no way. It's like, man, they give you seconds to decide. Most of the time it's severely underestimated amounts. I turn the app off and become a hobby at this point. Oh yeah. And that's what I do, man. When I'm out driving, if it ain't no money coming in, I'll start texting my people. Hey, are you guys out tonight? Isn't that? Actually, we are. We're at this bar right now. Hey, we're going to be leaving in about 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm probably about 15 minutes from you. No problem. I start texting my people. I start reaching out to everybody who I think goes out at night. It's like, I'm not going to sit there waiting on these damn apps. I'm sitting at Circle K just like, boop, send a text message to her, him, her. I'm just sending messages to everybody. Somebody's going to text me back. Nah, bro, we staying in tonight, man. We ain't going out. Actually, we are going out tonight. Funny, man. I was just going to text you. Yeah. Say, what it do? Say, hey, they hold tips on millions of trips, put it in the higher interest account and make all the money, then release the tips. I don't even think they release them. I think they hold them all, and they just, because drivers don't ask about them, and after they don't ask about them, then what? We don't even know we got the tip. We never send a message on, hey, this guy left me a $15 tip. If you never ask about it, they know you didn't get it, so they just keep it. It's money for them. Cecil's like, hey, what'd he do this time? Hey, yeah, I heard Diddy is they say he's like a CIA op or something like that. Or he's protected. He's protected by the government or something weird like that. I don't know. Everybody's saying he's doing things behind the scenes. So I'm like, we're gonna have to research that. Cassie said to be getting sued by an escort that she gave a disease to. This is biting them all in the ass. I'll tell you. And this is what's funny about this whole Diddy thing. These were a bunch of consenting adults. If I'm going to parties every other week or every month, I'm going to the same house, same parties and everything else like that, how am I going to come back years later to sue for a party that I'm taking myself to? I just don't get that shit. That is what's throwing me right now. These people are all adults. If you did not want to go to a party where you know extracurricular shit was going down, why would you go to it? It makes no sense. Makes no sense. Yeah, glad she got that relationship. Do you think she'll get sued by all of them? Charged prostitution? And that's the thing. None of the people who were prostitutes, or they said were prostitutes, none of them actually got charged with anything. So if Diddy is guilty of hiring prostitutes, and if prostitution is a crime, wouldn't these women all be charged with a crime? Like, I'm not saying, that's why I keep thinking this is something they got on Diddy. This is something they got against him. Because if all these people are prostitutes and all these people are saying, hey, I'm a prostitute, that's like me saying, hey, man, we're all drug dealers and we all sold all the coke. But yet you ain't going to arrest none of us for dealing drugs? You ain't going to arrest none of us for it? No, we just want to arrest the person that was throwing a party. We don't care about the drugs. We really don't care. We just want to arrest the person for throwing a party. That's why I'm like, none of this even makes sense. So I'm like, there has to be something, something bigger going on behind the scenes. There's something bigger going on behind the scenes that nobody's talking about. And that's why I started looking into who's he enemies with. And that's when I started seeing all of these major lawsuits just around the time he was getting shit done to him. So I was like, wow. So he lost Ciroc. He had to give up in the settlement. He had to give up all of his rights to Ciroc. He couldn't do nothing with it. So he settled. He had to give up Ciroc. It was no longer his company no more. No trademark names. That's why you never see him in Ciroc videos and shit no more. It's none. So he gave all of that up for a huge settlement. And these people that he's had to settle with were actually major Democratic donors. And these people were business partners with George Clooney. You know how deep George Clooney is in the White House. You know he's deep. He's buddies with a whole bunch of senators and politicians and the presidents and all that. He's buddy with everybody to the point where they're asking him how to run some of the campaigns to get people come out and vote and everything. So these is George Clooney's people that Diddy had beef with. These are high stakes players. These ain't no little street thugs, rapping on, yeah, I'm gonna rap about you, Diddy. I'm gonna rap about you. No, these people are world leaders as far as like corporate people go. They got beverage companies all over the planet. They own over 200 beverage companies on Earth, all on Earth. And Diddy is messing with these people. He's saying, oh, I'm gonna ruin y'all. This is what Diddy told him. Diddy said it. He said, I'm gonna ruin you guys. I'm gonna make sure you guys pay me every dime you owe me. You guys try to play me like I'm one of these street. And one of the guys was like, well, if it was Martha Stewart, we'd pay you more, but it's not. You got a street brand. You got an urban brand. You got a hood brand. Your brand's not really we can't sell it to nobody else except hood people. And the sad part is that after the case was over, who showed up outside of the court? A bunch of hood rats. A bunch of hood rats covered in goddamn baby oil. I'm sitting there like, y'all just made it look worse. At least stay home. At least if you come to court, so Diddy don't look like he's like the Pied Piper for hood rats, at least come and dress up. Everybody dressed nice. It was the most ratchet ass, flip-flop wearing, house shoe wearing, bonnet wearing. I'm like, and they showed up outside of a court. International TV is looking at this case. International TV. And this is what they show. I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing Diddy no favor. Diddy probably sitting in court like, these people cannot be my fans. They can't be. This cannot be my supporters. These cannot be my supporters. It's like, man. So I still think he killed Pac. I don't know. Me, I think Suge did it. I think Suge did it because Suge owed Pac a lot of money. And a lot of people know Suge, when the way he ran Death Row, he wanted all the money. He didn't care about paying his artists. He was using his artists to live a lifestyle. For him to have to break off all the artists that was paying, Fatal, Noble, all these guys, Pac, he had to pay all these, outlaws. He had to pay off Snoop, everybody else. He didn't have the money coming in because he still had to pay distribution. He had to pay a lot of licensing fees, a lot of taxes, stuff like that. I think Suge got Pac killed just so he didn't have to pay him out. That's what I think. Jay-Z has been calling to have a DNA test for a young boy that keeps saying he isn't his. It says a judge ordered it allegedly. Is it that dude that was on the internet bouncing around? He was sitting there, he was homeless or something like that, saying he was Jay-Z's son or whatever. I think I saw that dude. He's probably in his 20s or something like that. I saw that dude. So I was like, man, alcoholic beverage committee, ABC, good old boys. Yeah, but like I said, that Diddy situation, man, it's deep. It's deep. And I don't think a lot of people out there don't realize that the people that Diddy sued are deeply involved in the Democratic Party. Democratic Party used USAID. USAID was taking all of our money and putting it back all around the world. They were putting programs in countries we never even heard of before. So these people who are from other parts of the world were funding the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party in return was giving them money back through USAID and everything. The game was big. And we got people right now going to prison because of that. They just caught 3 guys who got caught dealing with the USAID and giving kickbacks and everything. It was one of the officials at USAID and 3 corporate guys. So all 4 of those people are going to jail. It's only going to spiderweb out from there. So I say, just be patient with Pam Bondi and company. because they're actually finding out where all these wire transfers went, where all this money went, where all these contracts. They just indicted 322 people in that healthcare fraud. 322 people were stealing Medicare and Medicaid. 322. This is doctors, physicians, corporate people, staff. I mean, it's just politicians, their staff. 322 people indicted. This is big, because where'd that money go? Where'd it go? Everybody's got new cars, new houses, condos. They done took trips and everything. Where'd all this is supposed to be money for American taxpayers. People who are getting denied on their claims. So when somebody get denied on a claim, what happens? They probably process the claim any damn ways without the patient even knowing, and they go spend the damn money. And these people are like, yeah, I never got the service done. Why didn't you get they said, well, it says here that you got the service done. Act Blue just got caught for the same thing, saying people was donating $87,000. These people living on welfare. How are they donating $87,000 and they live on welfare? They're just making shit up as they go along. And everybody's getting busted right now. Everybody getting busted now. People still getting convicted for the app loans too. Oh yeah, man, them PPP loans, man. Everybody got caught up with that. And I know a lot of rideshare drivers was trying that shit. Because they were sitting there trying to get, hey, Jeff, man, you should get a PPP loan, man. I'm like, no. I'm like, dude, you know how much money we being paid? And these lazy asses, they didn't want to drive. They wanted to sit at home when we were getting $25, $50 surges at the airport all the time. We getting $50 surges just given to us, $40, $30 surges, and they don't even want to go work. They want to do some loan scams and shit. All these drivers, yeah, man, this is what you do. You have a ride company, so you got an LLC, right? So if you got an LLC, now you got to have a mechanic, you got to have you got to have a treasurer, you got to have an accountant, and all these people work for you, right? And I'm just like, that shit just sounds shady as hell. And it's just you. I'm like, man, y'all don't know how auditing works. I'm like, dude, I'm an accountant who work with audit teams all the time. If you put shit on paper, that's solid. It could come back on you one day. No, man. Everybody was saying this shit. People was hitting me up. Hey, if you pay us a processing fee, we'll do a PPP loan for you if you a driver. No, I'm cool. I'm cool. Never gotten into that shit. Nope. I said, we making $2,700 a week, working like 40 hours. It was crazy money back then because nobody was driving. It wasn't a saturated market. So why would you do a PPP loan when you can make almost $3,000 a week doing regular hours? I mean, there were weeks they were giving out $800-900 bonuses. If you do 70 rides, you get $800 bonus. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. And we was doing them. We was knocking them out. Man, everybody was getting $800-900 rides, bonuses on their rides. So I'm sitting there like, yeah, nah, not happening. Because Tupac was too young to have his generation gone. If it was Suge and Diddy and Suge in jail, who's the street connect? Well, the thing is, when Tupac got killed, he was with Suge. He wasn't like, they wasn't in jail. They were actually out at a fight at the MGM. So when Suge had Pac killed, they were there. They was both in the same car. But I think it was more of a fight that they had with some people here in Vegas. They had a fight with some guys in Vegas. And one of the guys who actually shot him said that they knew that Pac-Man was going to be there, and they approached him like as if it was a fight or something like that. They went home and came back later, and that's when they shot him. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. I can't believe there's not 10,000 people in here. The truth is hard to find. Hey, Ben, that's what I'm saying, brother. That's what I'm saying, man. And like, you know, this channel is always going to be the way it is. I'm always going to run my channel the way it is, man. Always. And it was funny because there's people who are in my comments, like, and there's drivers who have been on this channel for 2-3 years, never supported this channel, not once. And they're like, oh man, I'm gonna have to, you know, if you ain't gonna be talking about rideshare, you're talking about something else, then I gotta, you know, find. I'm like, I maybe seen your name 3 times in the whole time you've been on this channel, and I've never seen you on a live stream. Never. They kill me. It's like they want me to fail. Because when they see me doing content that's succeeding, see me doing content that's actually getting views, they see content that's actually radiating, and more people are coming to the channel. 1,300 people have subbed this channel in the past 28 days. That to me is a form of success when I'm only getting 200 to 260 people a month doing rideshare videos. To get 1,300, but people get upset at that because they see success going And they're here, like I said, there's buzzards on the channel. People who want to see you fail. They're only around to see you fail. Why are they around when you're failing? But then the moment you start succeeding, all of a sudden they want to leave because they're not here for your success. And it's going to be like that in life, man. It's going to be like that in life. You're going to be around a bunch of people who rather see you down and see you up. And you wondering, why is this person around? They behind your back talking smack at you when you coming up. But when you down, you part of the gossip now. Oh, yeah, this is it. And that's how they are about this channel. A lot of people, they say, because I'm a smaller channel, only 15,000 subs, I shouldn't be getting this many views. Oh, you shouldn't be getting that many views. Because they see other channels getting the same amount of views I'm getting. And I'm like, well, that's because YouTube, they radiate the information out there. I don't do it. I just make the video. I just make the content. That's it. So it's like, man. And yes, I think every city has dispatchers. It's a room that oversees all the rides. They become accustomed with different drivers. Yeah, I know that. And so when I'm sitting making content and people that are not normally on this page, they see the new thumbnails. Because first, YouTube had me change up the thumbnails. Change up your thumbnails, and we're going to, do this and that. Change up your titles a little bit. I used to do titles with a lot of caps in it all the time. YouTube don't like titles that have all caps. The thumbnail, the all caps, this is the problem with all caps. When you put things in lowercase letters, those letters can be translated into other languages. If I do Arabic and I do all caps, a lot of those capital letters don't translate over into Arabic. They don't transfer over into German. You have to use lowercase because lowercase translates into other languages. That's why when you see people doing all caps, they have to be a really big channel to do well if you're using all caps. When you see just normal writing, the algorithm picks that up because the algorithm is breaking down those letters as binary code. So once they pick those up and they throw you into the algorithm, a few of my videos I've even done on TikTok. I mean, the last video I dropped, well, it probably wasn't the last one. Let me see. Let me turn the thing down. It's going to be loud as hell. It's going to be loud as hell. Hold up. So the last video I dropped got 2,600 views. The one before that, 9,500. Then me and Seeker, we got like 800. Then the one before that one is 117,700. It's like, ee. And that's like, and that one I just dropped down like maybe 4 days ago. It's got 117,000 views on it. But I've got one that's got 498,000, 953,000, 361,000. I've got 9,700, 5,200, 8,200, 140,200. Like I said, my TikTok goes crazy, man. A lot of videos over here. I mean, there's 7,000 on that one, 2,200 on that one, a couple of them at 1,900, 2,700. I mean, I've got some in here like 40,000. There's a couple in here like that one's 81,000, 81,000, 128,000. And these are all just like TikToks. Because my TikTok channel started after by YouTube. I got 15,000 people on YouTube, but on TikTok, I got 25,000 followers. I'm only following 349 people, 349. But likes, I got 341,000 likes and millions of views on this TikTok channel. And so normally when people see me somewhere, it's not because of I'm a driver. They say, man, I've seen you somewhere before. You got a TikTok? I'm like, yeah, that's why I saw you. Like one of my best TikToks, actually, I'm wearing this shirt right here. Thank you, Ben. Like one of my best TikToks, I'm wearing this shirt. I'm gonna see which one this is. I don't know which one it was, but this shirt. Oh, this one, wearing this shirt has 498,000 views on that one. So almost 500,000 views. So when I'm wearing this shirt and I'm in public, I always be like, man, I'm somebody. Hey man, I think I saw you on TikTok, bro. I saw that shirt. This is, you need an icon, a symbol, a quote, a song, etc. It's normal show with the subject to it. Simple. Yeah, I'm telling you. And see, usually I wear my 300 gear because we over here, we call ourselves the 300. We're a small but very powerful team of people over here. So we say we the 300. And that's how we rock over here. And a lot of the music I use and stuff like that, these are all productions done by my man Bobby Vicious. He always produces the tracks. I pay him for some tracks or whatever. And I like this one that's playing right now. This is the one that I'm actually doing the video to right here. This one right here. So I've been working on the song for that. The song is already done, actually. It's already done. And I just haven't had time to do the video yet. I'm like, and the night it was raining, oh, that would have been a perfect night to do it. That would have been a perfect night to do the video when it was raining, because the streets was wet, the cars was all clean, just glistening and shit, because the water beads up on the cars and everything. That would have been a perfect night to do that video, but I didn't do it. I'm gonna get around to it though. I'm gonna get around to it. But I've been rehearsing. I gotta finish the rap. A lot of people who are in my membership group already heard the rap already. Because if you're in my membership group, you've heard the rap. You've heard the whole thing, and that's the rough draft of it. What you've heard is the rough draft of it. So after I finish tightening up what the parts that I want to tighten up, Bobby, he's gonna add a few things to it or whatever. The video, I just need B-roll. I just got to go out and shoot video, because I can add what I want to add where I want to add it, doing what I want to do. So the video, like I said, is going to happen. But for all of you out there who are in the membership group, you've already heard the whole song already. And I actually sent the song to Bobby. Bobby was like, "Oh shit, that's fire right there, man. I'm working on it, man. We're gonna have something fun to listen." And that's me. I just like to have fun. I don't care. I'm one of those guys that I live life how I want to live it, because this is my timeline. And a lot of people, "Oh man, you can't do this, you can't do that." Those are the type of people you don't need in your life. If there's anybody out there telling you what you can and can't do based on their own capabilities or how they feel about their own timeline or their own life, that's energy you don't need. I mean, it's unlimited potential for anybody on this planet who's willing to look at themselves as somebody who's capable of doing what you got in your head. A lot of things I've done in my life that people, you can't do that. You shouldn't be able to do that. How can you do that? I was a corporate executive, young, one of the youngest corporate executives on the Las Vegas Strip. So many people doubted me. I mean, people were offering me jobs for $15 an hour, and I was laughing. I'm like, I'm interviewing for positions, and they're like $15 an hour. And I'm like, why would you offer me $15 an hour with a resume like this? "Oh, well, because that position." I'm like, I ain't worried about that position, because I know how corporate works. You get somebody in, you see what they can do, you get them to agree to do it for a low ass price, and you stack responsibility on. It's the same shit Uber and Lyft do. You get somebody to accept the price, and once they accept it, add more shit to it. Throw some luggage in there, 2 extra people in there, an extra stop somewhere. I mean, they do crazy shit like that. That's how you get people. You get them to accept a low price, and once you accept that low price, now you see that they don't value themselves. Me, I never took a low price. That's how I was getting jobs with great salaries all the time. I never accepted a low price. People said, "Well, this position pays, $15 an hour." I'm like, "Nah, I'm cool." "Well, we can use the work in me. You can work all the overtime you want." I'm like, at $15 an hour doing accounting for y'all? I'm like, no, $25 an hour I do accounting for y'all, because there's 2,000 normal work hours in a year. 2,000 normal work hours in a year. At $10 an hour, that's $20,000 a year. At 15, that's $30,000 a year. So you're going to pay me $30,000 a year, which is less than a degree teacher makes. A degree teacher makes about $34,000 a year. I'm the accountant making $30,000. So you need to bump that number up to at least 50, 55. Once you get to 50, 55, by the time I got out of accounting, I was at $109,000 a year. I had worked long enough to where I could just walk in and get the salaries I want, to get the bonuses, get everything. But when I first started, they were trying to keep me low. And I already knew right off the bat, don't accept low. Don't take low. Because that's how people will know if you value yourself or not. They'll see what you'll take. Same in life. That's same in business, same as life. If you accept low, they're going to buy you for cheap. I actually got a video out saying don't sell yourself for cheap. And if you're selling yourself for cheap, somebody's going to buy you. Somebody's going to buy you, because everybody's looking for a good deal. I tell people, I'm not the good deal, man. I'm probably the best deal you're going to get, but I'm not really a good deal. Like, I'm not the cheapest you're going to find out there, but I'm probably one of the best you're going to find out there. Same when it comes to driving. I'm not the cheapest driver, but I'm probably the best. And you'll see once you start rolling with me, and once we start, me picking you up more often and doing things, finding out what you like to drink, what you like to eat, things like I've stopped off at restaurants for people and shit. I'm one of the best drivers out, but I'm not going to say I'm one of the cheapest ones out. There's some cheap people out there, just like with mechanic work. There's some cheap ass mechanics out there, but guess what? They don't stay mechanics that long because they're doing dirt cheap work and they can't keep up with their bills in life. So they stop doing mechanic work and they go do something else. So when you're looking to get somebody to fix your shit, the person that used to be on mechanic ain't a mechanic no more, because he done priced himself out of the market. It's like, nah. Oh yes, there it is. You made 700 a week at 24, made full-time bank at 19, 800 every 2 weeks at 17, always pay more. That's what it is. Because if you allow yourself to, if you let somebody get you to settle for less, they're gonna pay you less. That's the reality of life. But the moment you stand your ground and you hold your worth, you know your worth, let them get somebody cheap in there. And I guarantee the next person they get, they're gonna be paying them a lot more because they're gonna see how much cheap people really do. It's just like buying cheap parts. You buy a cheap part, guess what? You have to install the same cheap part 3 times. If you'd have bought the quality part once, it'd still be on your car and you only been down once and you be still making money. But people keep doing cheap shit, and that it catches up to you after a while. Cause oh man, I'm gonna put the $30 part on there. Dude, just buy the $70 part. Now I'm gonna put the $30 part. $30 part breaks. You go get another $30 part. $30 part breaks. You'll get another. The person with the $70 part, it's still on his car. And his car ain't been down but once the first time they put it on there. $30 part, 3-4 times. And they find like, man, I should just bought that expensive part. You done paid for that shit like 3 times over now. Man. Just worked at 13. Mom couldn't read or write. Took care of myself. Hey, that's what it is. Like I said, I was probably in 3rd, 4th grade working at the car wash. 3rd, 4th grade, getting quarters, just helping everybody with money, doing this. I was at the skating ring. I was working the skating ring. It was probably about the 5th or 6th grade. I was working cleaning skates. That's all I was doing was cleaning skates. People drop off the big old brown boot skates with the orange wheels, and I just clean them up. I put them on this they had this rotating thing, and just go like, clean the dirt off each wheel, put them on a rack. That's it. That was my job. I was 6th, 7th grade. And I always, like I said, I was always about business, And I think that like it's a gift and it's a curse. And I'll tell you why it's a curse. Well, it's a gift because for one, you'll probably never go broke. You always stay busy, you stay going, you always know you can rely on yourself. That's the gift. The curse is everybody sees that about you. That's a curse because everybody sees that about you. People want to use that energy to help them too. Now you spread yourself too thin. Because if you're helping 10 people, your business is going to fall flat because you stop doing what you do. And now you're helping out 10 other people do what they do because they saw something in you. And now that becomes a curse now because every time you pick up your phone, like for the past 2 days, I haven't really texted nobody back. I haven't answered the phone for a phone call in 2 days. Like I said, my phone rings. And if I show you my phone log, you'll see all of the missed calls. They ain't missed calls. I just didn't answer the phone because it was a holiday weekend. So what I do is I swim, I barbecue, I do my own errands. I have to take care of myself. I got 4 dogs to take care of. Everybody knows I'm a very capable person. But if you let everybody know you're a very capable person, it becomes a curse. Because now when somebody wants something done, they're going to call you. And if you allow yourself to be bought each time for nothing, hey, can you help me? Sure. 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 You keep saying sure. Now your shit don't work no more. I had to get up this morning and weld some stuff because of the storm damage. So I had to get up and weld this morning. So I went down the street, got what I had to get to weld. So I was like, I'm not answering my phone. I don't recall text. I don't send text messages. And I know a lot of people out there, they see when I open their text message, but I never reply back. Because usually if I'm driving or I'm doing something, I'll open a message and I'll read it. If it's not important, if it's just like random, I won't respond back because I'm probably busy doing something. I'm a busy person. And some people just want you to correspond with them. They're bored. So they just want somebody to go back and forth with. But I'm driving. So I'm not going back and forth with people texting me if I'm driving. By the time I get to where I'm getting to, now I got to do what I got there for. So I'm not texting nobody back. Then I drive back. Then I deal with my house. So 2-3 days could pass and that text message is still sitting there on red. I do it all the time. Because I let people know it is a gift to know me, but it's also a curse to know me. I know that much. I'm a very capable person. So if you want some of my time, you've got to make it beneficial for me too. And I don't mean just like, I'll pay you $5. No, fuck that. I got to do my dishes. I got to cook my dinner. I got to grocery shop. I got to go put gas in 2 or 3 of my cars today. I got a lot of shit I got to do other than deal with somebody else. So if you want a chunk of that time, you got to make me not want to do what I have to do in order to deal with that. And like I've always been like that my whole life. Always been like that my whole life. They're gonna harass you, stare hard, get in the way. It's I tell you, man. When you are a very capable person, when you're a business oriented person, when you were somebody who gets shit done. You people don't know about how we live, they look at it like, oh man, you must be living good, man. You live good, bro. The only way I live good is I ignore everything that comes from my telephone. I don't answer my phone. That's the only way I live good. I have peace. I got 4 dogs. We swim, we eat barbecue. You know, I make my little juices and my little $10, my little $1 packets. I get 10 juices in there or whatever. I bake chocolate chip cookies. I wash my cars and stuff. I have complete peace. Because when you're a capable person, you have to fight for that peace. You've got to find a way how to find your balance to say, do not let nobody interrupt you today. And it's not a mean thing. Like people think that, oh man, that's mean because I really needed something from you, man. That's cool. A lot of people need stuff from me. I run 4 or 5 channels. I got about 55,000 points of contact, 55,000 followers. Like I said, I can drop a video. I only got 25,000 people on my TikTok, but I drop a video and I get 117,000, 142,000, 493,000. Those are all points of contact in one day. So I've got tons of emails coming through Gmail. I've got shirt orders coming through because I still do shirts. I got shirt orders coming through. I got correspondence I do on YouTube. When I check in with y'all from time to time, I might get up in the middle of the night, use the bathroom. I might answer 3 or 4 comments because I'm up. Might as well just answer some comments, answer 2 or 3 of them, go back to sleep. So I don't really sit on YouTube all day. I kind of do it in my spare time. If I'm, in the garage waiting on something to process, I might answer, a few comments or whatever. But once you start realizing that if you don't fight your peace, if you don't, just solidify that your life is important enough for you to take care of it, people will come along and involve you in so much other shit that has nothing to do with you. They will, because you're capable, because they know you. They like, you know what? He'll get it done. Well, you should probably, as if even wants to, like, you should probably say, hey man, I know you slam. Like this coming up week, I got a BMW X1 truck coming in. So the X1 SUV coming in, that's about a 6 to 8 hour job. I got to work on this Beamer. It's a 6 to 8 hour job on one car. Then I got another 4Runner coming in, that's getting a full suspension system done. So I got to do a full suspension system on the 4Runner now. So I got 2 cars coming up within the next few days. One definitely tomorrow. The other one probably Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever the parts come in. But that's like my time. Those are my days. So if I don't fix the stuff in my house, get all my stuff done, enjoy life a little bit, research everything I got to research so I can make videos for them. So I research a lot, make a lot of videos. And I know right now in the Fanny Manning community, I still want to do videos about that because I think it's very important that people actually pay attention to what went on in that community. But right now, everybody just regurgitating the same information. It's kind of like how rideshare information is. Just people just talking about the same thing over and over. So until something new comes out, I'm not really diving into that community right now. And I'll check in from time to time. I jump on other people's pages to make sure, some new information ain't out. New conversation is not out. It's the same old shit. So I got to, bounce and take care of what I got to take care of because nothing's changed. And I got other content that I got to research, other things I want to do. And if you're that type of a person and you've got your stoke in about 4 or 5 different fires, you got to learn how to tell somebody, you know what, it's cool right now. I just don't even have the time right now. And it's not a bad thing because a lot of people, they've been knowing me for years. Like my man Vino, he laughs at me all the time because he can't believe I have the same phone number. He says, Jeff, man, you used to change your phone number every year. Yeah, because I don't like answering my phone. So if too many people call me and they don't get the message, I just change my phone number. That's all. But I'm not changing his phone number. I just don't answer the phone. So I could probably have 50 messages right now. I don't even know because I don't really look at my phone. It's the silence mode is on. The screen is always black. The only way I know text messages come through is if I pick my phone up. I have no alerts on my phone whatsoever. No alerts. Because that's how I get my peace. Most of the things that come to that phone or come through email, it's somebody either wanting something or needing something. And that means I got to give up some of my time. And sometimes I'm not at that point yet. I'm not at that point. I'm like, you know what? Let me finish my day. Let me finish baking cookies. Let me, go through my pantry, make sure I got brown sugar, make sure I got enough vanilla extract, make sure, I'm about to run out of eggs. I bought a 60 count eggs. I think I'm all the way down to maybe about 14 to 15 eggs now. So I got to go through my inventory of my house. I just barbecued the other night. So 1 rack of ribs is gone. 2 pepper steaks is gone. So I only got 2 pepper steaks, no more racks of ribs, no T-bone steaks left over, couple of no hamburgers left. And so I go through the inventory of my life before I allow people to start bringing me more stuff down the pipe. Because like I said, if you're a capable person, that's what people do. They don't check on you. They don't check on you to make sure you say, hey man, you good with everything? You don't need nothing from the grocery store? Motherfuckers don't ask you that. They hit you up and they want you to help them with something. And if you ain't got the time to do it, don't say yeah, because it's gonna run you ragged. See, I'm sure as hell wish I would listen earlier. You was dead right on about Uber. Yeah. Yep. Man, I'm telling Uber, that's how it is, man. So just listen to the pew pew video with Bubbly screaming before Manny unalive her. I put my headphones on and you can hear her scream Manny, and then boom. Oh yeah, I heard when Bubbly walked up and she said don't come over here starting no shit. Like, I think everybody heard it all. And when she was going down to Finney or whatever, when actually she got shot, and I think that's when she screamed his name or whatever, because when the day it happened, it played the whole thing. So the old video used to have the whole thing out. Now all the clips you hear now, it cuts it off before she says that. So I think on my channel, no, I think mine even has the clip video, but there was a full video out that was all the way out to where the cops came and picked her phone up. That was the whole video was out, man, and you heard it all, everything. People running, screaming, kids crying, you heard it all. But nobody plays that no more, because I don't know why they just, they clipped it all down to where as soon as, she stops and turns, they cut it off right there. And I think it's just out of respect. That's all, just out of respect, they just did it. So it's like, man, this is when you going to introduce us to the lady in your life. Oh, bro, I'm single. I don't fuck with girls like that. I'm too smart for that shit. I've been married a couple of times. It's like, no, I got friends I hang out with and shit like that, but nah, I don't do that. I already been married a couple of times. I'm too old to be meeting everybody's family and shit. I'm 51 years old. I'm not trying to meet all these new people. And when I meet girls, it's the first thing I tell them. I don't bullshit nobody. I'm like, hey, I'm not into that. It's like, okay, I'm not trying to have no motherfucking wife. I'm not trying to meet no 80 fucking people at the family reunion next weekend. I'm not trying to do all that. I enjoy my peace. I enjoy my life. Shit's cool. You want to go lunch? We'll go lunch. You want to go to dinner? We'll go to dinner. You want to movie? We'll go to a movie. That's it. So I already been through all the other shit before. I'm cool with that. My kids are grown. They older. They don't need no stepmom. Nobody I know need a stepdad. Everybody's cool, man. Life is a lot easier when you just allow somebody to be who they are. Just like, you know what? If you just want to be a woman that works hard and you want to make me dinner every once in a while, cool. I'll fix your car or whatever. We'll hang out, might, take a day trip somewhere. But I'm not doing all that shit. I'm too old for the games, man. I'm too old for that shit. Too old for it. See, I heard him and Finney in another video say he's a crip, a loc, meaning gangbanger. He never said it was hood, but he was speaking too graphic, saying he didn't want anything to happen to him in front of the casino. Oh. See, if you Google his name, it says from CA, but he's from AZ. Yeah. Oh, I heard that. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that. They were saying that he was a local. I think over on OIB, they had a whole video one day. It was a guy that was on there. It was so funny. The shit was so funny. It was a guy on there. He was talking about he was a gangbanger since he was like 14 years old. I don't know how old he's now. But he's a paralegal now. This is funny shit. He claims he's still a gangbanger right now, but he's a paralegal. I'm like, that's like your surgeon being a gangbanger. My surgeon is a crip. It's like, what? My dentist is a blood. Like, hold the fuck up. How you a paralegal gangbanger? That shit don't even make sense. At some point, you get your life together and say, I'm done gangbanging. I'm finna get into, the legal field of life. This mother said, I'm still a gangbanger and I'm a paralegal. Yeah, okay. Like, yeah, okay. All right, Ms. App, you get on out there. Hey, get that money tonight. Hey, I might be out there in about 2-3 hours. Maybe 2-3 hours. Like, shh. See, mine was blood. No, it's still connections. And I tell people, man, if you are a successful person in life, at any point, if you're in the NFL, NBA, if you're a corporate guy, if you this or that, and you got connections to the gang culture, leave that shit alone. There's no reason for you to be connected to somebody who has nothing to lose. If you working on building something, building a family, building a future, building a legacy for yourself, so your sons and your daughters can be proud of you, why are you still connected to gangs? This shit don't make no sense. Just recently, they had this girl, whatever her name was, Muds or whatever her name was. She was some girl in Chicago who had a party. She had a party, like a listening party for a new album she had that she released. It was a listening party or something. Why they shoot the party up? Because all the energy she was having, she's trying to be a successful rapper. She's trying to, get a career in entertainment. But she's got all these gang ties and all these gang links. All these people died. All these people got shot. And she's trying to be a professional entertainer. Once you become professional, you got to release all that shit from your life. Because you can't say, that's like me. If I'm a YouTuber and I got all these gang ties and shit like that, then anybody who rolls with me, I'm putting them at risk too now. Because I got ties with all these people. And I'm like, no, you gotta cut ties. You gotta talk to people and let people know, hey, listen, man, I know, we was kids, we was all in gangs and shit like that. We older now. We got grandkids and shit, man. I'm moving to another place in life. And you gotta learn how to do that. Because if people still stay connected to all of that shit, you're putting everybody around you at danger. Who had nothing, all the new people you meet and everything, you're putting all these people at danger, and you shouldn't even do that. No. I saw the video of the Night of Ice protest. I thought it was just people outside. Didn't even think Bubbly was black. I thought a different culture. Ended up being a video of a baby crying dead. Oh, I didn't hear what that was. Video of a baby crying dead. Yeah, but no, it was, like I said, if you got gang affiliations and gang connections and shit like that, I won't deal with you. Just because even when I was like a biker, like I said, 27 years I've been riding bikes. And I used to ride with people that were in bike clubs and stuff like that. Some of them were actually considered gangs. I don't fuck with none of them people. And it's not because I think anything less of them. It's because I just have a different trajectory in life. If that's what they want to do, more power to them. They ain't got to drag me into that shit. It's like, enjoy it. That's what you do, bro. It's your timeline. It's your life. It's how you want to live. But you can't just drag somebody into some shit that you want to do just because you want to do it. If that's the case, then I should be able to drag people out of some shit. But everybody don't want to end that life. Some people love that lifestyle. That's what they want to do. Knock yourself out. Ain't got shit to do with me. Yeah, the mass shooting was a rapper who had an album out called Hollyhood. I think it's a Bloodhood. May be wrong, but it's the gang. It says she was connected, but the gang is Hollyhood, Pyru, and CA2. See, the baby was crying. Bubbly died along with Finney. Camera, phone fell. Yeah. No, let me see if I can find this video I'm talking about. These are the people that I was saying. It was in Chicago, actually. Where is this shit at? Where is it at? Mellow Bucks. That's what it is. Mellow Bucks. So, yeah, that's what it is right there. It's Mellow Bucks. She was a rapper out in Chicago. Mellow Bucks. And she was having a party. Yeah, exactly. Her name was Mellow Bucks. She was having that party or whatever in Chicago. And, they said it was a private location, but then somebody released that location, which is funny because in the Julio Fulio case was the same thing. He had somebody, there was a girl trailing them all day, dropping his location everywhere he went. That girl actually was doing that for the guys that ended up shooting him. She was pretty much the lookout. So she was cruising around with him all day, posting at where he was, what time, when they were leaving, stuff like that. So it was like, yeah, you got to watch who's even around you, man. Watch who's even around you. See, the thing to mess with people is that the majority of the time, they're low IQ motherfuckers just create stress and negative shit. Yeah, Greg, I'm telling you. And see, that's a lot of people see me rolling by myself a lot because I always say I could do bad by myself. I know my capability. I know my potential. I could do well if I just stay focused. I stay driven. I just do what I got to do and get it over with. That's what I do. But sometimes you get around these lower IQ negative people who they wake up in the morning and they get on the internet just looking to do some shit to people. They wake up, they roll over in bed, they grab their telephone and they just want to just shit on somebody. That's it. They have no other purpose in their day. Like, They don't have a purpose to grocery shop, to fix a doorknob, to paint a room, to, relay concrete in the backyard. They don't have no purpose like that. It's get my phone, let's go and get on the internet and let's talk shit to people. And let's make myself look like I'm a badass. I'm a tough person on the internet. That's what they're doing. And I see it. Even through all of the new content that I've been doing, I've gotten a few shitheads that I had to just remove their comment because a lot of people, they don't understand how to respectfully disagree. I don't care if you disagree with me. People disagree all the time. It's life. People disagree with people. I disagree with people. Even on their channel, I'll say, this is what I think. And I'll tell them, this is what I think. I don't get on there and attack them because I disagree with them. I don't have to attack them. I can attack the topic because I'm intelligent. And I say, okay, they're talking about a topic. I have other information on that topic. Let me say what I have to say about that topic with my information. It's called being articulate. And maybe they'll see my point and why I disagree with them. That's how I disagree with people. Then you get people come on, oh, you just a coon. You a this and that. You this. I hope you die. I hope you this and that. And you gonna go to hell and block, just like crazy shit. So I just removed the comment and blocked the person off the channel. That energy belongs somewhere else. It don't belong around me. I'm way too easy going for that shit. So I believe in freedom of speech. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, but I have the freedom to not hear it too. So I don't got to hear that. I have a freedom to not have to hear that. That's why we got the block button, why we got ban you from my channel. I got that shit. Remove comment. I got that. So you can go say whatever you said anywhere you want to. Free country, free nation, freedom of speech. Go say it wherever you want to say it. But they get mad because it's not about freedom of speech. They just want to bring me down. That's what they're trying to do. I want to bring this dude down. I want to, bring his energy down where my energy at. And because I don't allow it, they get mad at me because I don't allow negative energy like that around me. If you disagree with me, disagree. Say, Jeff, you know what? I don't agree. This is why. Cool, I'm listening. But if you just show up, I think you stupid, and I think you an idiot, and you're an asshole, and I hope, this happened to your kid. That's stupid. I'm like, ain't got time for that shit. Just send them somewhere. Just send them somewhere. Eventually they'll find out where they should be, but they shouldn't be around you. Just send them off somewhere. I'm the type to believe that rap music just made a lane for more jobs, careers, and funds. For founders become one. The ones who kill an artist for the message instead of putting it back in the mail. Yeah. What up, Chris D? Yeah, and that's the thing. Rap music, it actually gave a career for a lot of people. Honestly, I'm gonna say this shit because y'all know I keep it 100. I keep it 100. It gave a career to a lot of uneducated people. I mean, not everybody's gonna be smart. Not everybody's gonna become a doctor or an attorney. Not everybody's gonna become articulate. We're always gonna have people in society who are very low IQ and they can congregate and they find a leader. That leader sometimes is a rapper. That leader sometimes is like the king of the idiots. And it's cool to be that way because it creates income. It creates a space for them. It creates a job for them. Just like when you go to high school, you got the nerds at one table. You got the sports and athletes and people at one table. Then you got the idiots somewhere else. And it's like, it's okay to be an idiot as long as you hang with your people. But once you start, trying to bring that idiocracy and spread it to other people that may not want to deal with that shit, that's when it starts getting a problem. That's when it's getting to be a problem. So I tell people like this, if rap somehow could be a profession that it's kind of like doctors. Doctors don't want to kill other doctors because somebody said a doctor is better than him or a doctor ended up in a magazine, because doctors don't go around killing doctors. Firemen don't go around killing firemen. So why is rap the only profession where rap, you have to go kill somebody else to be better at your profession? Like, I want to be the biggest gangster rapper, so I got to go kill another rapper. Ooh, now I'm a bigger gangster rapper. Ooh, now he's a gangster rapper. He got to go kill two of these people. Now he's a better. It's like you've got to actually take people's lives to make your life seem better. What kind of career field is that? That's like some dumb shit. It don't make no sense. It's like you can't even have a future because you always looking over your shoulder because of the career field you're in. You're killing people just to get ahead. It's like, I thought a success was about creating success. But these people, they don't care about success of life. They care about success of, I want my name to be bigger. I want my name to be bigger. My name could be bigger if I kill this dude and I'm sitting in prison for the rest of my life. Or if they kill me. If my ops kill me, now I'm big. But you're dead. I mean, Tupac's dead. Biggie's dead. All of these people that are dead are not success stories. They're not. They're dead. They got killed on their way to success. Success is still being alive, still creating jobs and opportunities for people out there, still being able to influence people out there in a certain way. I mean, even I feel Nipsey Hussle, to a certain degree, he wasn't a true success. Nipsey Hussle didn't fulfill his true potential. Dude was almost there. He got killed before he became his full potential. And I wish he would, if Eric Holder would have never killed that man, the rap game right now would be so different. We would have so many more music moguls and true people who understood the industry, true people, because Nipsey was teaching. He was still teaching. They killed this man on his way up. He was on his way up. He was getting there. He was telling people how to make money in the industry. He was like, you don't make money off of music. Give the music away for free. You make money at shows. You make money off retail. You make money off of, clothes memorabilia and stuff like that. That's how you making your money. You making money off your brand. Give away the music for free. Stop trying to sell music all the time. He was dropping game for everybody. And all these idiots out there, they just trying to kill each other. I just want to make a name for myself. I just want to shoot up a place and make a name for myself. I'm just like, this shit don't make no sense. No sense. Yeah, Tupac is a legend. He was always be the person who wants to be. Biggie, he isn't too big to me, but some did. Some love. Nipsey died, but so did a child who was led to spread wall. Indian Red Boy. Yeah, Indian Red. I remember Indian Red. I remember him. He got killed in the car, actually, because he was talking shit. And the Crips got him. He was talking shit and the Crips came and got him. And that teaches you right there just about, about respecting life and respecting death. Because if you disrespect the dead on some people, they don't like that. They don't like that. Yeah, he was on live. Indian Red was on a live stream, got shot in his car. And it's like, you don't disrespect the death like that, because dead people can't defend themselves. So if a dead person can't defend themselves, guess who's going to defend that dead person? All of his homies that's still on this planet. So you might talk smack about the dead. Oh yeah, this and that. I'm on your grave. I'm this and I'm that. What you gonna do now? He can't do nothing because he's dead. But you got to watch your back for the rest of your life now, because there's people who are still alive that respect that person. And these people don't even think that far. Well, he dead. He can't really do nothing. His homies ain't gonna do nothing. I was like, okay. And next thing you know, he was on a live stream and he got killed. He was sitting there. I was online trying to find the song. I said, move out the car. He didn't move. His homeboy said, man, stop talking to people. Someone walk up. Someone was on a live too. Oh, yeah. Yep. And I was like, damn, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. But that's the lifestyle that they have right there. That's the lifestyle they was on live stream right there, man. Got shot on a live stream, sitting in a damn car. Stupid. And he was in an apartment complex where they know he had beef with some people. I think it was either a girl's apartment complex he knew, and they said, oh, the girl set him up. The girl had him come over to the apartment complex and had him sitting outside in his car or whatever, and he was on a live stream. So that was the ongoing word right there. He was sitting in somebody else's apartment complex, a girl that called him over there. And it was like, so she must have been like, yeah. She must have been like, you know what? He's sitting right outside right now on a live stream. Get him. Yeah. So I was like, man, but that's the industry right there. That's the type of music that, those people, a lot of those type of people, they flock to. It's not going to generate a lot of success. It doesn't generate life and living. You look at people like LL Cool J, still alive. KRS-One, still alive. They all had beef with rappers. Their whole career, they had beef with rappers. They all had beef with rappers. But this new stuff is not beef. It's just evil. It's not even beef. It's evil. Beef is, you battle rap against me. I rap against you. If people like it more, cool. Now you rap. Who won the battle? Oh, he won the battle. Okay, now it's another rap battle. That used to be how rap battles used to work. But these fools nowadays, they don't even battle rap no more. They just say it's like they're writing a manifesto over on music, telling the cops what they gonna do. I'm gonna ride up to my ops. I'm gonna shoot him in this car. I'm gonna shoot him in his pops. I'm gonna this, and they telling everybody exactly what I'm like, dude, this ain't even rap no more. It's like you guys are giving evidence to the DA about what you're doing. That's how stupid it's starting to sound. So I'm like, man, it's just. See, man, the girl wanted to battle me back in the day. I heard her feeling so bad she was ready to fight. I know I used to battle rap back in high school back in the day. I used to battle rap in high school. We used to make songs and everything, put them on tapes, distribute them to people. Man, we used to have fun, man. We used to have some fun back then. Even in Vegas, I used to battle rap in Vegas all the time. But that's when, rap was like, it was about lyrics. And it was about, having some funny lyrics and making fun of a situation, this and that, just having, a good time with it. Now everything's about killing people. I'm gonna spray you. When I walk in the building, I got, Glocks in both hands. I'm shooting people on both sides. I'm just like, this ain't even rap no more, man. This ain't even rap no more. This is barbecuing the students, man. The crap was good. Crap, oh. And that's why, it's hard for us to even listen to, a lot of the cases that we hear out. Every time I hear about a rapper getting shot up or a rapper dying or something like this and that, you want to feel sorry for him. You really do. You want to feel sorry for him. But it's like, this is what you were asking for. Like every song you made, this is what you were at. You were wanting to be famous to go down in a gunfight. You want the gun back. This is what you wanted. So this is what they give their fans. They give their fans this musical movie, like their life is a video. Their whole life is a music video, but at the end of the movie, they're really gonna die for real. It's not like a fake death. They're really gonna die for real. So they got the soundtrack. They got rapping about this, rapping about that. They're in their cars. They're making it's a movie, and at the end, they die for real. It's like, well, that's not a fun movie to be in. I mean, at least if you want to be an actor and entertainer, be in a movie where you really don't die for real. Like Robert Downey Jr., when they say Iron Man died, he really didn't die for real because he's still alive. It was just a movie. But these rappers, they don't see that shit and they really die for real. And they say, well, he got all his music still out. His music gonna really pop now, but he can't enjoy it. He can't enjoy the success of it. He can't travel the world performing it. He's dead now. So what's the point of it all? That just don't make no sense to me, man. It makes no sense to me. And I listen to these rappers now and it's like, I can't even do it. I can't even. That's why I'm still listening to all my old school rappers. I was listening to Young Jeezy all day yesterday or the day before. I was riding around with people. I had Young Jeezy playing. They was loving it. I was playing, I put on, I put on for my city, on. They was in the car like, dude, I love Young Jeezy. Like, yeah. Exactly. Some certain Mix-a-Lot and everything. All that. Man. But the homeboys and egged him and he fell into the grave. Yep. Always happens like that. Yo, yeah. And see, and that's the thing. Most of the people out here that are doing the murdering, the people that are doing all the murdering and everything like that, and they're ended up in prison and in jail, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, what type of life did you think you were going to have? Like, if you kill somebody, you're not going to be free no more. You're not going to be free. If you kill somebody, you're going to be in jail, prison for the rest of your life. This is where you're going. Think about it and say, that's where I really want to be. Like me, I like going to Cold Stone. I like driving my cars. I like hanging out with my dogs and shit. I like getting on live streams and stuff like that. Me being in prison is not something that I want to do with my life. So anything that's going to get me there is something that's already got a red X on it. It's like, nah, I'm not killing nobody today. Nah, I'm not. I'm cool. Well, you want to rob a bank? Nah, that's got a red X on it too. Damn, man. You want to hack a police department? That's got a red X on it too. So it's a lot of shit that got a red X on it. And it's just things that I just don't see myself doing. But the things that got red X's on it for me, other people like, well, that's green light. Oh, we can run up out of Nike with all these shoes and stores. We can go carjack people. We can go to the ATMs and do this and do that. It's like everything that we got red X's on, these idiots got green lights on. Then when they end up in prison or end up dead, like, we should feel sorry for these people. Should we really feel sorry for them? And it's like, a lot of us have video, like on my other channel, I talk about black fatigue. And black fatigue is real. It's not a phenomenon, it's real. And what black fatigue is that we're tired of black people being stereotypically black. We just tired of that. Don't be stereotypically black. Don't be everything the rhetoric says you are. At least be different, be unique. Try to be something different than what people even paint you as. Because if you're exactly what they paint you as, we're tired of it. It's fatiguing you out. It's black fatigue. Black fatigue. Because I want to make 6 figures, lay next to a soft butt. Prison ain't for me. Yeah. And so once you get to a point of seeing people do exactly what we say the stereotypical black person is, it's like we can't even be racist. If white people say something about it, they can't even be, it's real, it's true. It's like we want to ignore the fact that everything that we say about a certain type of black person does this stuff. But the moment they do it, I just watched a video the other day about these black people. They found a swimming facility somewhere. It was a swimming facility somewhere, and it was a gate. Like you can just walk through the gate or whatever. It was a community. It was a private community and everything. Completely private community. A couple of black people found out you could just walk through this gate. And on the other side, you could swim. None of these black people live in the community. They showed a video. That shit looked like it was a goddamn festival. It looked like it was a festival in these other people's like community. And it was all black people that don't live there. It looked like a straight up block party festival. And I'm like, this is why they don't want black people going many places. Because it's like there's a level of respect you got to have. If I find somewhere that I can swim and I'm like, oh shit, this is cool, I'm not going to go back and tell 80 motherfuckers. I'm just going to find it. Maybe swim. People say, hey, enjoying the water. Yeah, I'm enjoying the water. It's cool, man. Oh, man, you guys are great. Hey, come back by next time. We might have some barbecue for you or something like that. All right, cool, no problem. I'm not bringing the whole damn neighborhood with me next time. And I'm sitting there like, what the hell are these people doing? Man, I wish I could find that. You were telling the truth. A house blew up on East Side. The streets crowded. Black folks in the streets in the way of firefighters and people still in the burn building. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm gonna see if I can find this video of people. Let me see, like community. Let's see something. It's not even in here. I'm gonna find it. Yeah, I'm looking at it, but I don't think I can find it. I'm gonna have to look through my history to actually see it. But it was, like I said, it was crazy. It was so many people. I swear, it looked like it was just like it looked like they had a straight up block party there. Oh, I think I'm getting to the good stuff. I think I'm gonna end up finding it. Because I remember some of these videos I'm looking at right now. I remember. Oh, one of those was the Diddy twerking videos. Like, man, they was them damn girls out there with shit all over themselves. Goddamn baby oil and everything. Crazy. Where is it at? I know it's in here. Because when y'all see it, y'all gonna be like, you gotta be kidding. That was really somebody's neighborhood. And it was a private neighborhood. It went from a private neighborhood to where they literally took over these people's shit. And then they was trying to cry racism. It's like, yeah, it's racist. Like, no, people can't just like allow you to come and just terrorize their neighborhood and shit and overrun. Because the people who pay to live in that neighborhood and pay for everything in that neighborhood, they deserve that. Oh, here it is. Let's see, what do we got? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. It was on the Hodge twins. Hold on, let me open up this other panel real quick. Share screen. Yeah, y'all gonna see that this shit is crazy. Can y'all see that? Let me see. Oh, there it is. Let me open this up some. Okay, so this is it right here. Listen to, let me turn this music off real quick. Oh yeah. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is where a bunch of black people just invaded a community. Listen to this.
New tonight, some neighbors are dealing with a crisis in their apartment community near Grandview Heights. They called 6 on Your Side for help because they say crime is taking over and hundreds of strangers are too. Aaron Simonek joining us live from Runaway Bay Apartments. Aaron, what you are about to show us is shocking, to say the least.
Oh, absolutely, Jessica. Just imagine hundreds of people taking over this apartment complex who don't live here and don't pay rent, partying at the pool, the beach, and even the parking lot. Neighbors who do pay rent say they're concerned for their safety after even hearing gunshots earlier this month.
Yeah, got
Hold on, wait a minute.
10,000 privilege. There's a bunch of cars and say the National Guard out there.
They called 6 on Your Side for help because they say crime is taking over and hundreds of strangers are too. Aaron Simonek joining us live from Runaway.
The residents called the news station. Hey, we need some help. These sub-Saharans are taking over.
Bay Apartments. Aaron, what you are about to show us is shocking, to say the least.
Oh, absolutely, Jessica. Just imagine hundreds of people taking over this apartment complex who don't live here and don't pay rent, partying at the pool, the beach, and even the parking lot. Neighbors who do pay rent say they're concerned for their safety after even hearing gunshots earlier this month. At first glance, the Runaway Bay Apartments seem like a dream, a picturesque landscape nestled on one of these Scioto quarries.
The gate is not locked. It is a free-for-all for whoever wants to come in and out of this place.
But some people who call it home say it's become a living nightmare.
I've had my kayak stolen, my paddleboard stolen, I've had my car broken into, but yet we can't talk to the trespassers.
Carrie Cassidy has been renting here for a long time and says crime is only the start of the problems. There's a dangerous and disturbing trend happening involving pop-up events where hundreds of strangers take over the property, including the pool, the parking lot, and the quarry beachfront. All of this on private property where they don't live or pay rent. The front gate has been broken for months.
Man, look at all those Negroes. They don't even live there. Man, the audacity you gotta have to go into this property where you know you don't live and use all their amenities. Absolutely no social intelligence. It's almost like they're unhuman. What? I got too much of a conscience to go with a bunch of other sub-Saharans and invade someone else's private property, an apartment complex. Yeah. I would feel guilty. I couldn't do it. I couldn't find the courage to do it because I know it's wrong. Because you have a conscience. I have a conscience. These people don't. That's why I said I think they're unhuman.
Months with people pouring in day and night with no control.
I'm paying $1,400 in rent here. These people come in here and they act like they own the place. We get harassed. We get threatened with guns, with knives. We've had a shooting here just a week ago at our pool.
Black fatigue. She's going down the list.
See,
of things
black fatigue
with the black community. What's
black fatigue? Black
this is
fatigue.
Columbus, Ohio. We've been to Columbus.
Hold up.
Out at the pool earlier this month.
I was worried about my mom because she was right there. She lives right across from the pool. I was scared to death for her. I was calling her, making sure she was okay.
Renters wanting to stay off camera say there needs to be more security, accountability, and oversight.
Yeah, they're scared. You ain't gonna find no security.
They've been running around this parking lot unattended.
And take a look at this scene in the parking lot on Tuesday night. Hundreds of random people partying in the parking lot. Why is this allowed?
That
ain't even their apartments. That's crazy.
Look, let me talk. It is something wrong.
Hold
up. No, it's called who they are. Hey, we them. No, I ain't. I'm only 54% there.
Neighbors say the police, AG's office, and code enforcement claim it's all on the property owners to make things right.
This is you have a legal right to a peaceful environment to live in, and it's the management's responsibility to provide that.
Yeah, that's crazy right there, man. Yeah, exactly. It made us get about people watching someone on the phone, watching someone on the internet, and that person's watching someone on the internet that watches. What up, Serious Black Dome? Yeah, and that's the thing, man. When I sat and I saw that, those people took over that whole community, just walked right through the gate and was like, we don't care, y'all live here. Just imagine if a bunch of black people live in these apartments. And all of a sudden, just a bunch of people from Venezuela just showed up and just took over their swimming pool. Just a bunch of people from Venezuela showed up in the parking lot partying in these black apartments. If it was in black apartments, you telling me them black people wouldn't be mad? Them black people would be pissed. They're like, man, we pay $1,400 a month. It's peaceful over here. And we got kayaks down here. People are breaking in our cars, stealing our shit, gunshots and everything going off. And you telling me y'all can't do nothing about it? This is why people are so tired of people that look like us, black people, just showing up to anything. They just tired. It's black fatigue. They're getting tired of it. Because who has the audacity to show up in a community they don't even live in and take it over to that point? I mean, like I said, it looked like they was having a goddamn festival. It didn't even look like a block party. They had the whole parking lot taken over, breaking in people's cars and everything. They had the whole beach and the pool areas taken over, like they lived there. Because somebody found out, hey, man, we know where we can swim. We know where there's a way to get in. Then what happened? It turned into all of that. This is why people wonder, I live where I live. People say, hey, man, I live in a good community. I tell you all the time, this where I live used to be like all Mexican neighborhoods. That's it. This is a Mexican neighborhood now. Used to be all Mexican gang territory. So a lot of black people we got black people in my community, but a lot of black people won't come here because they remember this is controlled by Mexican people pretty much. And they don't mind me. They don't bother me. Shit, I'm doing my housework like everybody else. They giving me beers. I ride on my golf cart. They give me beers and shit. They bring me tamales to my door and everything like that. We all hang out. If they got a car problem, I help them fix it or whatever. We get along here. But imagine living in a community where you paid for it because it's so picturesque and you got a nice small beach there. You got a pool area. You can put your kayaks. You can do stuff in the morning with your grandkids or with your kids or whatever this and that. And you wake up one day and your parking lot look like that. You be like, where the hell all these black people just come from? Oh, somebody found out y'all had something nice back here. They found out y'all had something nice back here. So they went back to their hood, told everybody, and now everybody's down here now. People should be standing up against that. They should be saying, you know what? All them people shouldn't be doing that. But honestly, as a black community, you know what we do? We don't say shit. We sit back and we wait till somebody do something to the black community. And then we want to say something. See, we don't say nothing when we do some shit like that to people. We don't say nothing. We act like we don't see it. We act like it's okay. It's fine. It's cool. No, it's not cool. That shit ain't cool. That's not cool. Because if that was a black community and people invaded it like that, I would still have a problem with it. I would have a problem with it. But the fact that there's black people actually invading that community and doing that to it, we supposed to be silent about it. Oh, black contrarians. That's why you don't see a lot of black contrarians talking about it. Everybody, like, I'll find shit like that because it pops up in my news feed. People overlook it. They don't say nothing to it. I guarantee if I put that on my TikTok, guaranteed if I put it on my TikTok, it'll have 200,000 views by the end of this week. Guaranteed. It will have 200,000 views by the end of this week. If I put it on YouTube, it'll have about 2,000. Go from 2,000 to 200,000. It's like, man, because it's like they don't want us to tell the truth about what we do. The value of a community is usually held by the people of that community and how they respect the rules of that community, how they respect the ethics and the morals and the values. You got a quiet community. Now it's gunshots. People partying in parking lots and breaking in cars and shit like that. That changes that community. If somebody says, hey, I wanted to buy a house here, now they're going to be like, I ain't buying no house. If this is the shit y'all allow, I don't care if a lot of white people live here. This is who y'all allowing coming here. And they just said the government didn't do nothing. The city mayor and the police and all that, they all know it's a property owner. The property owner has to deal with that. That's crazy. Because they always say property owners can't do nothing. They got to go through courts and they got to do all this. Property owners can't do nothing. They got to get government involved. Government is like, oh, we can't do nothing. It's the property owner. Because nobody want to be viewed as being racist just for holding down the truth. Be like, listen, man, y'all doing some shady shit over here. Y'all can't be doing this. Y'all can go to a community pool or something like that. Y'all can buy a house with a pool in the backyard. You can do anything you want to do, but you can't come and just throw fucking block parties and festivals in these people apartment complexes and none of y'all even live here. That shit just don't even sound right. If you lived here and 2 or 3 people wanted to invite like a handful of people over, that's one thing. That's respectful. But you don't even live in, and I guarantee it's probably trash everywhere. Where are these people pissing and shitting the whole time? Where they pissing and shitting at? Because none of them live over there. You think they're gonna drive all the way home to take a piss or a shit? No. I bet that place probably smell like ass, toe jam, feet, funk, weave. That place probably stank like a motherfucker. And them people like, I paid $1,400 a month for this. I'm moving up out of here. I'm out. Because that's what I would do. I'll say, I'm moving. I'm out of here. I'm moving. But yet, if we as content creators, if we discuss that and really talk about that, not wanting that to happen, not wanting that to be our, if that was my kid was involved in that shit, I'll snatch his ass up. And I'd be like, we're going to go back over there and you're going to clean up. You're going to pick up every piece of trash. I don't give a fuck if you put it down on what. You're going to clean up all of this shit here. You're going to fix all of this. You're going to make sure whoever shit got broken over, you guys going to fix it. You're going to have to go out and get jobs, work to pay for it. Because if that's what y'all about to do, if y'all going to be over here tearing people's shit up, y'all need to be ready to fix people's shit. Because if somebody came into mine, I would expect them to fix mine. Oh, man. Hey, Sly, hey, on TikTok, shit, that's who I am. That's who I am on TikTok. They hate me on TikTok. I fucking love it. They got my TikTok channel booming. I get on TikTok, woo, man, they be pissed at me. But that's what make them videos go nuts though, man. Like I said, I got a video almost with 1 million views on that shit. I think one of my videos is gonna probably do about 2 or 3 million. I just got that feeling. And it's gonna be more haters than appreciators, but that's cool. Because the appreciators jump on the content, the appreciators start appreciating it, and it just make the haters hate even more. I don't even block that shit. TikTok loves it. TikTok like, dude, make another one. I'm like, all right, shit. Say, hey, man, you ain't made a video in a few days, Jeff. Are you bored? I'm like, let me drop something real quick. Like I said, I could put that video where I just showed y'all, and I could talk about that on TikTok. I guarantee that shit will be viral before the end of this week. I guarantee it, because I know how TikTok works. They love people to tell the truth. They don't censor truth. If you tell a straight up truth, man, they post a straight up truth. So many people be mad at the truth. Why are you punching down on your own kind? Motherfucker, them ain't my kind. I don't know them people. Like, them ain't my fucking kind. My kind is probably somewhere working on a business, but with black skin. My kind is somewhere probably studying for the LSAT with black skin. My kind is probably somewhere working a job right now with black skin. My kind is not just black people in general. Those ain't my fucking kind. All black people are not the same, just like all white people ain't the same. All Mexican people ain't the same. You cannot label everybody who's black as we all related because no, motherfucker, we ain't cousins, we ain't brothers. No, don't do that to us. You can't do that. We're not a monolithic race. We ain't like that. So if we're going to sit there and speak on things from a community standpoint, we call it what we see it. The shit's on video. I ain't got to sit there and be like, oh, man, it's okay. It's cool. You know, they deserve that because our ancestors didn't get a chance to swim there. They deserve that because our ancestors couldn't swim there. I ain't going to say no shit like that. No. That's foul. Even if that was a black community and they was doing that to them people, it's foul. What they were doing is just foul. You don't do that. Them people paid to live in that community for a reason. They like the amenities. They like the way it was set up. And they got people who, A, don't live there. B, probably can't even afford to fucking live there, coming and just taking over. Just because they feel like it. To the point where they shooting in parking lots and shit in the middle of the night. I'm like, this is why people are sick of black folks, man. This is why they sick of black folks. And they call it black fatigue because nobody's standing up and talking about that shit. Nobody's really calling it what it is, even though it's right in front of everybody's face. It's like they want you to ignore it. Like, hey, don't talk about that, bro. I know we saw it. Don't say nothing about it. Don't say shit. Just act like you ain't see it. I'm not an idiot. I'm like, dude, that's wrong. That shit ain't even right. Oh, you one of them. You a coon, huh? You a coon. Because you want to call them out? Oh, you coon and you coon. I'm calling them out because it should be called out. If that was my kid, I'd be over there yanking his ass up like, no, you up out of here. You gonna fix all this shit and you out of here. Because we don't operate like that. We raise our kids with common sense, decency. There is a certain thing as decency in the black community, even though a lot of people don't believe it. I know it's a hard thing to imagine a decent black person. What? Yeah. Educated. What? No. Show me. You got it on video. It's like, no, I'm serious. There are decent black people out there. People who actually chew food with their fucking mouth closed. It's like, they like Jeff switched up on us, man. Yeah, exactly. And that's funny because even when I was young, even my uncles, man, even my dad's brothers used to be like, man, we can't let you do this shit, Jeff. You different than us. You're going to be successful. You're going to make it. They used to look out for me because they knew. They say, dude, you were way too fucking smart. You're not like the rest of these people out here, man. And they telling me that in the hood while I'm living in the hood. They're like, Jeff, you gonna be successful, man. We can't let you get involved in all this shit. You are very smart. You sharp. You like wise before your years as a little fucking kid. You already seeing shit that people don't even see already. We ain't gonna let the hood take you. Hell no. My own family used to tell me that. And now because I am a person that will say what I see and I won't ignore what I see because I'm not an idiot. If I see somebody wreck a red car, I'm gonna say, man, he just wrecked that red car. Man, don't tell nobody. You ain't see that. Don't be snitching. The fuck you mean don't be snitching? It's on video. I just saw the car just go and hit the car. Don't say that. That's snitching. You gonna be a coon if you say that red car hit that other car. That's some coon shit. Don't say it. Don't be snitching. You just saying that from massa. No, I'm saying it because it happened in front of us, idiot. It's like, man, and that's why I don't let people with low IQ run my shit, man. It's like they have no brain cells and they really want to control people with brain cells. And it's like, no, we don't do low IQ shit around here. We are actually decent people. We don't let the rhetoric behind our skin control our lives. When they say, oh, black people don't do shit but sit around here, chew food with their fucking mouth open, loot, fucking steal Nikes and shit. They don't even say excuse me when they bump into, you know. And there are really black people like that because they feel they have to be like that because they don't know how to be any other way. They're not decent people. And there are people who are not decent people in every race. Don't think, oh, it's just black people ain't no, there's not decent people in every race. Trust me, I can find them. I spot them all the fucking time. White people slam your fucking car doors, getting out, giving you the finger and shit. They're not decent people. Some people they're just not decent people. It's like, fuck them. I bet I won't pick their ass up again. 1 star. You're not decent person. But it's like, man, I drop content all the time just talking about the realities that other people are scared to talk about. And because I drop that content and it does so well, it does very well. Dropping real content does well because people are tired of walking on eggshells, scared to talk about what we see with our own eyes right in front of us. They're like scared. Why can't I talk? Oh, you're going to get censored. You're going to get banned. You're going to get kicked. People are going to talk shit about you. I don't care. Talk shit about me. What is that going to do? Because all I'm going to do is make another video later. That's it. And it's going to be another one about the truth. That's it. If they don't like the truth, it's like, you could debate the truth. You could debate me on it and say, well, Jeff, you're not right because of X, Y, Z. But they normally don't say that. They're low IQ. Oh, you a coon. You Uncle Tom. You Uncle Ruckus. That's what I've heard that shit my whole life, bro. It don't bother me. And that shit don't even bother me. I laugh at it because when I hear somebody say that, I know that's the level of their intellect. It is that high. That's as high as it goes. So for me to even try to debate or argue with somebody, that's like me trying to give a kindergartner something other than that fat crayon in their hand. Kindergartners use fat crayons for a reason because they don't have really good articulation. They can't use skinny crayons. It's just natural. They give them bigger crayons because they hold them like this. They don't know how to articulate in between their fingers and color right. So they give kindergartners really big crayons. That's why I speak to idiots with small conversation. Because if you give them big conversation, it's too much. No, big conversation is too much. Big words, in-depth thought is too much. Know when you're talking to an idiot and say, I'm going to keep the conversation small. They like to call people names. They like to attack you, not the topic. So you need to learn how to laugh. LOL. Give them the finger. Like basic shit. You don't really sit there and try to debate with somebody who's not on your level. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's what it is. It's like, man, once they start name calling, they know they don't have substantial. They're done. They're done. Once they start name calling, they're attacking the person who actually has substantial something to say. They're attacking a substantial person by saying, oh, well, you this and you ain't black. You ain't real black. You ain't. But what are you saying about what I'm saying, though? I ain't got nothing to say about what you're saying. Exactly. There's nothing substantial for you to say. So now you just resort to calling people names now. So it's like, done with you. Done. Yeah, people are tired of the fake shit. Therefore, they feel related when you say something real. I'm telling you, Greg, and that's how it is, man, on TikTok. And the funny thing is, when I first started my channel here and I started doing rideshare, I was really wanting to show people in the community that drivers aren't just complete idiots. Like I used to always say, I don't like when people walk up and like, oh, you must have a different job. What else do you do other than this? Because you can't just do this. You don't make no money doing this. And at the time, I was like, no, we get paid really well. I would show them screenshots. I mean, I'm going to show you the kind of screenshots I would show these people. And they would be like, well, you can't be getting paid that much because it's rideshare. And we know drivers don't get paid a lot. And I'm like, well, it depends on, the era. It depends on the era of when, because I worked 41 hours. I'm going to show you when I worked 41 hours one time. 41 hours. I made $3,020 in 41 hours of driving. $3,020. And I show people that. I say, when you work a 40-hour work week, how much do you make? Because I work a 40-hour work week, and this is how much I make in a 40-hour work week. Now I make more than that because I make about $100, $150 an hour now. So if I work 41 hours now, 40 hours, and I'm making $100 an hour, I'm easily making 4 G's. Easily. And people look at me and say, how do you make? I'm like, sometimes I make $500 an hour. I've made $500 an hour before. So if I do $40 an hour, 40 hours at $500 an hour, I just made $20,000 in that week if I can make $500 every single hour I work. This was $41 an hour, and I'm probably making about $70, $80 an hour. I make twice that now. So I'll be pulling in 6 G's now. And they be like, well, what else do you do for work? Do I need to do more? I'm like, what do you do for work? How much do you make? And that's why I made this channel, to show them that just because I do this, you need to understand who I am. You might think I'm like every other driver you meet. I'm a degreed accountant. I'm a corporate guy. I know numbers. I know money. I know efficiency. I know profit margins. So if I'm driving for 40 hours a week and making $3,000, because I was online for 62 hours. I drove for 41. I did 102 rides. So my average ride was $30. My average ride was $30. I tell you, I don't do rides that single digit. $30 a ride averaging. And I did it in 41 hours. 41 hours. But I tell folks, if you want to make money, you got to change up the way you drive. When I'm seeing these $4 or $5 rides and shit out there, I don't mess with that. Here's a week when I did 46 hours. I did this in 46 hours. 2004 in 46 hours. I did that in 46 hours. So that was, I think this was probably last October or something like that. Because I know 3 years ago, I made $3,600. No, I made over, because I did cash rides too. I made close to $4,000 during waste management, close to 4 G's in 51 hours. And I actually have a video of that on my channel. So if you go look at my channel, you type in waste management or something like that on my channel, you will see the thumbnail has one thing. It says $3,600 on it, but that was only on one app, and that was no cash rides. I made probably $4,000. I think I made that week. I can't even remember that video. This is about 2 years ago. So there's weeks that I've worked 50 hours and I made almost $4,000. There's weeks that I've done it many times. Let me see if I can. Here's another one in here. This is 1 week. I did 35 hours, 711 miles, and I made $2,100. That's in 35 hours of driving. That's it. 35 hours online. And I did 162 rides. So it was close to almost $20 a ride, close to about $20 a ride. Like I said, I only do double digits. That's it. If it's single digit, I don't fuck with it. I don't touch it, because I'm trying to make as much money as I can on the road, not stay busy. I'm not trying to stay busy. So when people ask me, well, what else do you do other than this? And I show them my clips and I show them how much I make an hour. I got screenshots in here showing how much I make per hour or whatever. And they go, how in the hell do you make that much per hour? I'm like, I'm an accountant. It's like, how do you not make that much per hour if somebody tells you you're an independent contractor? How do you make less? You must be pushing to make less. If you're making less and they told you you're an independent contractor, you can go out and do private rides. And if you're not doing private rides, they don't want to pay you, then fuck it, don't pay me. I'm just going to go out and make money on my own then. And they don't want me to do that, because then if I do that, I'm going to see if there's got to be something on here where I had. See, this past week was only $108 an hour. The week before that, it says it was $48 an hour. It was $48 an hour. I did 8 rides, and 8 rides I did $232 off of 8 rides. But it's saying I drove for 3 hours. And I think that was a Saturday or a Sunday. I remember sitting and waiting on that lady. This was the week that I had all tips, because it said I made $48 an hour, but I only worked 3 hours. So 3 hours at $48 an hour, $50 an hour should have been about $150. That's it, $150. I end up making $232. So that's a whole nother $80. So that's almost $10 per ride because I did 8 rides. So it's almost average of $10 per ride. I got a tip, $10 per ride, average. This week, that week was crazy tips. I'm trying to find out how I can even see inside there. They won't show me what I did. Because I only drove a total of 84 miles. That's it, just 84 miles. So all the tips, they don't calculate tips in your hourly. They just don't. It's just like, whatever. But it just means you got to kind of calculate the tips in your own head. Yeah. Is this true what you said earlier about rideshare content? Motherfuckers just keep repeating shit but won't come with anything new. No, I'm telling you, Greg, man. And that's why I had to move away from rideshare content, man. I had to just, if it's not about private rides and it's not about helping somebody build a business and really get money in their pockets, I don't want to talk about rideshare. I only want to talk about making better money, helping out the community, getting riders to use us more so they can save money and have a dependable, safe driver, not crazy ass people showing up at all times of the day and night at their house. The people I take around privately, I do a lot of airport because when they go out of town, they want to be sure it's not some old ragged ass Uber driver knowing that they're out of town and go back and ransack their house and shit. I show up at all my people's house. They come back home, their house is never ransacked because I got my own house to ransack. So why do I want to go to their house? They know I'm a safe driver. So they're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to use Jeff. I got to go to the airport. I'm going to use Jeff. Why? Because Jeff's not going to rob me while I'm gone. Jeff's got his own house to deal with. He don't care about my house. But yet you might meet somebody in the rideshare industry, one of these Uber drivers, Lyft drivers. They be like, oh, man, I know this dude will be out of town till Thursday because he told me he going to call back Thursday. So let's rob his house. It's like you robbed his house on Tuesday and shit. And he's like, oh, man, somebody robbed my house. It was that rideshare driver that dropped you off because you told him you would be out of town till Thursday. It's like, shit. That's what my people use me because they like, Jeff, can you take me to the airport? Got you. Why? Because I'm going to make sure, for one thing, if you tell me to go check your house, I'll drive down and check it out because I know you're good to cover it. I'll go check it out. For two, I ain't going to try to rob you, motherfucker. You're my client. It's like, so no, that's not what I'm doing. So yeah, rideshare, this is rideshare content fatigue, man. And I'm Greg. That's why, my other channel and my TikTok channels, those are realistically my best channels for views because the content I put over there is crazy. It's very debatable. It's debatable. Rideshare content is hard to debate because every time you try to say something, you get these either they're app employees or they're pigeons. And all you got commercial insurance, you got terms of service, you're going to get deactivated if you do that again, you're going to get suspended. That's all they talk about. It's like they want so bad to keep you in poverty on these apps. That's why I say I don't know if these people that be commenting on my videos, if they're app employees is trying to scare you to stay on the app so they get paid. Because if we do more private rides, they've got to let some staff go because staff ain't making no money. So they want to keep you doing shit rides all day so they can get a higher percentage. We was like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. Nope. I'll do private rides all day. And so my content, like I said, and even YouTube notices that. And YouTube says, Jeff, you do better content when you don't talk about rideshare. I mean, shit. Let me see if I can pull some up. I'm going to show you guys because what time is it now? 2 hours in, I'll show you guys something. We're far enough in where all the fucking pigeons won't even watch this far. So y'all get to see the back end of my channel. Y'all get to see the back end of my channel. Let's see something real quick. Let me go in here. Let me go in the YouTube studio. Let's go in the studio real quick. Okay. All right. I'm going to open this up real quick. I'm going to show you guys what's inside of the studio. And a lot of people won't show their studio. I don't give a shit. I'll show it just because. And I'm just like, man, thank you, Slide 2 Route, for the super chat. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much, my man, for the algorithm, Now, this is my channel studio right here. So you'll see, like, in the last 28 days, 1,309 people. That's a crazy number. My views are at 152 when they normally go between 93,000 and 127,000. So my views are way over. My watch time is probably about the same. Yeah, because I get about 10,000 watch hours. Revenue is about the same because I get anywhere between $1,000 and $1,400, and that's only based on views alone. So this is summertime, so we get in the summertime, we don't make a lot of money on YouTube because they don't run a lot of ads. They run ads around campaign times. They run ads around any part of a year when there's a lot of sales going on, like for Christmas. So our estimated revenue is not that high. We don't get a lot of money for revenue because they're not running a whole lot of ads. So $1,000, whatever. Now, if we go into the analytics, I'll show you guys some other cool stuff. Like I said, so if you ever want to do YouTube, trust me, I show people my back end because I don't even care. Like people say, well, what? So I got almost 16,000 subs, which is crazy. But over the last 2 days, this is how many subs I get. So I average about, close to about 200 views an hour on my channel, about 200 views an hour. Sometimes it'll dip. It'll dip like 97. That's like 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. So around dinner time, nobody's really watching YouTube. People are probably, 8 to 9 p.m. That's midnight on the East Coast. So it's midnight on the East Coast. A lot of people are ending their night. Then there's dinner time on the West Coast. So you get 8 p.m. is just garbage. This 390 shot up at 9 to 10 p.m. because I think I dropped a short. So when you drop a short, it spikes you real quick because shorts just do that. It just spikes your channel real quick. So I got 390 views that hour from 9 to 10 p.m. If I drop shorts all day, it would look like this all day. It would be, people say, why don't you just do more shorts? Shorts don't pay shit. Shorts are trash. So here you got 302, 302, and I'll show you how in the revenue, how much shorts pay. Like you can see a lot of flat shit here. Like this is probably what people make a day. $18, $23 that day, $22 that day. This is when videos do really well, when they show a lot of ads. $68 this day. Back here it was like $69, $63. And these are days when they show a lot of ads on my channel. So when people are viewing and they're showing a lot of ads, but I can get all the way down to $17 a day. $17 a day. Literally, like, and if it's $15 a day, I can make $15 in a tip. That's why I tell people I don't really get on YouTube a lot. Because if they're only paying me $17 for a whole day to be on YouTube, what am I doing on YouTube? Then I could just be out making money. I'm not going to sit on YouTube all day to make fucking $23. I mean, even here, $68. I'm telling people how to make money, but yet I'm going to sit on YouTube and make $68 a whole day, $25 a whole. This is a 24-hour period. $22, that's less than $1 an hour I'm making. Less than $1 an hour I'm making on YouTube if I sit on YouTube all day on a channel that nobody's watching. I'm not making less than $1 an hour. Look at this, $18 in a 24-hour period. This is why I'm out doing private rides, why I do my mechanic work, because YouTube don't pay. When people say, well, you make money because of YouTube. YouTube don't pay shit. Trust me when I tell you that. For rideshare content, this is how much I get paid. $18 a day. Less than $1 an hour to do rideshare content. When I do content that's not rideshare, $68. So I'm getting about $2 an hour. Even here, right here, about $2 an hour. So I'm getting about $2.50 an hour on days that I don't do rideshare content. The days I do rideshare content, I'm getting less than $1 an hour. Oh shit, my thing died. There we go. That's what I'm getting. Excuse me. Jeez. I ran out of juice, man. But I'll show you what shorts pay. Here's my shorts for the month. I got 16,000 views on shorts, and it pays me 51 cents. Yep. 61,000 views, 51 cents per thousand. So that's 51 cents per thousand. So one of my shorts paid me $3.49. The reason why I paid $3.49 is because somebody joined the membership group watching that. Because whenever you join the membership group watching one of my videos, it actually adds into the RPM. If nobody does it, I get like 74 cents, 70 cents, 69 cents. Last 28 days, my watch page ads were $6.84. My membership's $2.66. Super chats only $92. Thank my man Sly. You just hooked me up with a super chat, so that'll go up a little bit. I appreciate you for that, brother. And then shorts, I get $5. So if I do shorts during the month, I get $5 for doing shorts. That's it. $5. $5 to do shorts all month. So you think I'm gonna sit around doing shorts all month? Nope, doubt it. People say, hey man, you should get online and do some. Nope, not doing no short. I don't fuck with YouTube like that, man. Because YouTube don't pay as much as people think. And a lot of subscribers out there or a lot of channels won't tell you how much they get paid because they want to bullshit you. They want to make people think they make a lot. Now there are the video gamers out there, the video game channels, them dudes be making $30,000-$40,000 a month. Now, if I played video games like that, I mean, I do got a game on my phone. I mean, I could probably play it and make a video of me playing it and see what happens, because those dudes making $30,000-$40,000 a month playing video games on YouTube, 30-40 G's a month. One dude, he made over $86,000 from the life of the video he showed us. He got like millions of views on this video, and he got $86,000 playing a video game. 86 grand playing a video game. I'm getting $5. This motherfucker got 86,000 bucks. That's why I tell people, it's like, I think I'm in the wrong niche. Hold up. Where's my, oh, there we go. That's why I be telling people, man, I think I'm in the wrong niche. Because when I be looking at what these creators are making, and it's their ads. That's what most of them are getting, ads. And so when they're playing their video game and they keep sending all these ads and shit to their viewers, because you know when people are watching video games, they don't really get up. Oh man, it's wrong battery. Are you serious? It's a big battery, not a small one. What if? So let me see if I got a different battery in here. Oh man. Nope. Wait a minute. Do I have other batteries in here? Ooh, this one's kind of heavy. I wonder if there's batteries in here. Yes. Batteries. And these are all rechargeable batteries too. Hopefully they got some juice in it. My damn mouse died on me, man. Let me see if this shit works. Hold up. Yes. That's bright blue. Hell yeah. I'm back, baby. Woo woo. There we go. My mouse is back. My mouse is back. Yeah, but when I watch, like, a lot of YouTubers out there won't show you what they make. And I think it's cool because it lets people know the actual support of this channel. Because YouTube has to make money too. So if YouTube sees a channel making a lot, that means you guys are watching the videos. So that means, hey, the videos are doing good. They're watching them. If you're not watching the videos, I'm getting $18 a day. That tells me. So when I do a video that's outside of rideshare and it jumps up to $68 a day, do I want $18 a day or do I want $68 a day? Because YouTube is like, if we're paying Jeff 68, they make about another probably 50 on top of that because they get ad revenue too from it. So they're making 50 bucks a day. On the day I'm getting $18, they're probably only getting maybe $12. So they're like, you know what? We only get $12 a day off of Jeff if he's doing rideshare content. But if he does other shit, we get $50 a day off of him. $50 for 30 days is $1,500 a month. So if they're getting $1,500 a month off of me, it's much better than them getting like $270 a month off of me, getting $9 a day. So YouTube's going to push me into an algorithm that says, Jeff, do other content so we can get better advertising revenue for you spending time on YouTube. Because if you don't get super chats and you're only getting ad revenue, then that means people have to watch in order for us to get paid. And if nobody's watching, nobody's getting paid. And that's why I say, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for the super chat, because that right there not only takes care of me, but it takes care of YouTube. And YouTube sees that, like you said, in the algorithm. They'll see that in the algorithm and they go, okay, this live stream gets support. This live stream gets paid. They'll spider that live stream out to other people who they see support content creators. There's a lot of people who watch YouTube for free, and that's why they play ads. The advertisers cover all the free people. And so I tell people, you ain't gotta like super chat if you don't want to. Just at least watch the videos, share the videos, like them, get them out there, because that supports the channel. That covers the channel. That covers our time. Because if I'm only getting $18 a day, I'm not making no videos. My ass is out in the street. Because I can make money just texting people, going out, working on cars, doing rides all day. To get $18 in a 24-hour period, because I'm on YouTube, I'm not going to be answering no comments. I'm not going to be responding to people because it's $18 is the waste of my time almost. And it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, if you made $18 in 24 hours driving rideshare, you'd be like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Bro, I just made $18 driving rideshare today. I made $18. I can't live like this. You'd find something different because it's a normal person would find something different instead of saying, I guess $18 is what I make. No, you find something different that makes more. So when I change my content and I move my content over, is because the other content doesn't pay shit. Doesn't pay YouTube anything. YouTube don't like it. YouTube don't send it out to nobody. Nobody watches it. Like I said, it's just beating a dead horse. You put the new trending topics out, you put the good stuff out. Guess what? YouTube's like, we'll spider it out. That's how I ended up with 1,300 subs over the last 20 days. 1,300 versus 260. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. And YouTube sees that difference. They see when people support a channel. They see super chats and super thanks. They see when people are playing videos, sharing videos. They see all of that because they got all the analytics for it. We see our analytics on our back end, which gauges us to say, okay, do I want to put out another rideshare video and get $18 today? Or, because $18 is only 2,000 views. That's it. You're getting about 2,000 views for $18 because you get close to about $9 RPM, somewhere between 6 and 9. So it's probably that video with some other videos going. So you're not getting more than 2,000 views off that video. When you can drop another video, you can get 16,000 views. My TikTok, 100,000 views. If I can get my TikTok energy over to YouTube, I'm dropping 100,000 view videos all the time then. So that's what I'm gearing up to. Do I bring some of my TikTok content over here, review it, or just play it, see if the algorithm picks it up, and I'm back at, 100,000 views for everything I touch versus 2,000 views on everything I touch. But it's how do I move my channel? That's the difference. Like I said, I got a lot of good content. I got a lot of good channels. I got, like I said, 4 or 5 channels. I just got to get all the content where it makes the most money for me. Because if I'm not making money doing content, I'm in my car out in the streets driving like everybody else. People's like, dude, I ain't seen you online lately. Not for $18. I'm not online. Shit, I could make $18 just in a tip. I get $15 tips all the time. That's all I get in a 24-hour period on YouTube is $15. So I might just go out and do a ride and get a $15 tip. It's like, I mean, we gotta be smarter out here. And I do want to, like I said, people that are creating channels, they want to become monetized. They want to get monetized. They don't understand how it works. It's YouTube's algorithm, the amount of views you get, the amount of commercials they play on a length of videos that you do. If I do a bunch of 10-minute videos, I'm not making that much. If I'm doing hour videos, now I'm making more because that's almost like 6 videos in one. So if one video pays me $6 for a 10-minute video, $6 RPM, then that means one that's, 10 times longer, a 60-minute one, is going to probably pay me close to about $30. That's just how it works. It goes from like $6, then you put a long one up, it'll pay you about $30. And that's the RPM on it because they'll throw a lot of ads in there. And that's just game for anybody out there who ever wants to start a YouTube channel. Trust me, you won't step on anybody's toes. There's billions of people on YouTube. For you to create a channel, you are not stepping on nobody's toes. The moment you drop a video, it has a chance to go viral. It might not. That's cool. You don't have to drop a lot of videos to go viral. You don't. So when all these creators out there telling you, you got to keep posting every day. You got to keep posting every day. You don't. Really, that's bullshit. Don't ever think that. You don't have to post every day. Like I said, I don't even post every day on TikTok. I post like once a week maybe, and I get 100,000 views. I think my last video I posted is like 170,000 views right now. I don't post that much over there. You have to learn how the algorithm works. And like I said, I have people on my team who know me, who have sat me down and talked to me and told me exactly how the algorithm works. They told me how to start looking at YouTube, how to start looking at my own content, how to analyze the content, how to analyze my data and say, YouTube does not want you doing rideshare content, Jeff. Because if they wanted you doing rideshare content, you'd be at over 100,000 subs because your shit is good. Your shit's good. You should be over 100,000 subs with rideshare content. Your shit is solid. The reason why they don't want you to do it is because they see something else in you. They're giving you more love on other content you do than rideshare content. And you got more rideshare content than anything else. Well, mechanic content too. My mechanic content always does well. It's a given because everybody's fixing on something. But when my people are telling me, hey man, YouTube don't want you to be a gig tuber. You're too like much to be a simple gig tuber. They don't want to hear about no fucking hot dog deliveries and chasing no $3 surge all day. There's so much more to your intellect than dealing with people who are out here crying and picketing all the fucking time. You're doing too much. Stop doing all this rideshare content. You could drop 2-3 videos a day and all you're going to get is 1,000 views of rideshare content. I did 2 contractors corners. Neither one of those have hit 1,000 views yet. Neither one. And that's some solid ass info in there. Neither one of those videos at Contractors Corner hit 1,000 views yet. And I got almost 16,000 people on my channel. Neither one has hit 1,000 because nobody watches that shit. But the moment I drop something else, I'm going to drop a video just to prove you. I'm going to drop a video tomorrow that has nothing to do with rideshare. Nothing to do with it. Watch what happened to the views. Watch. And y'all going to be like, damn, this is a rideshare channel. It's not a rideshare channel because I'm not a rideshare person. This is a YouTube channel, and I do have some rideshare shit in the algorithm. I got mechanic stuff in the algorithm, and I have crime and legal stuff in the algorithm. Also got some dog shit. I put my dog on here a few times. He got some pretty good views on that. But the trick is to understand what part of the algorithm YouTube wants you. They don't really care about what niche you're going to be. They will find a niche for you based on your personality, the way you talk, the way you present information. They like my legal analysis shit because I'm a legal person. I love legal work. Like I said, I was supposed to be an attorney. I decided to just stay an accountant. But I like the way legal presents itself. I don't get too emotionally involved in it. You see a lot of people out there doing this legal shit, and they're so emotionally involved in it. When you do legal, you have to be able to see it from a defendant standpoint and from a plaintiff standpoint. A judge sits dead center. A judge can't lean either way. A judge only looks at the evidence. If the evidence is leaning towards the defense, defense wins. If the evidence is leaning towards the plaintiff, plaintiff wins. Judge sits center. That's it. Who has the heavier evidence? That's how the scale is weighed. So you got a lot of content creators out there who want to pretend that they're the judge, but they're not a judge. They're either sitting on the defense already or they're sitting on the plaintiff. They don't know how to balance the information out. A lot of people right now hate Diddy right now. They hate him. That makes me look at their channel in a defensive standpoint, in a prosecutorial standpoint, not really a case standpoint. They just want to bash Diddy, but they want to pretend that they're a channel to watch. And I'm like, I mean, it's a bash Diddy channel. But if you want to talk about the case, let's talk about the case. Let's talk about the facts. Let's talk about some of the underlying information, some of the potential motives. Let's talk about everything. They don't want to talk about that because it starts killing their own narrative. They start going, well, if I talk about too much about stuff, then that makes all my other content seem stupid because I was so against Diddy. If I say anything now that makes me seem like I'm for Diddy, it just negates all my content. That's why they're not good legal people. If you're a true legal channel, you should be able to make content that goes straight down the middle. You can make a case for the prosecution. Your next video, you can make a case for the defense. Your next case, you can make a case for the prosecution. The next video you can make a case for defense. You can go straight down the middle and say, listen, prosecution can win if they do this, but defense can come back if they do this. So there's always a way to run a legal channel. And I think I'm one of those people who can see both sides of the coin because I do research a lot. So I can see both sides of the coin. Some things, there is no both sides of the coin. Some things is just straight up wrong. It's shit just going downhill and you just call it what it is. Oh yeah, that part. The emotionally invested, which is why you're not supposed to defend yourself in court of law. Yeah. And the only reason why I had to defend myself, proper person, I defended myself in court about 21 times in my life. About 21. And I've won maybe 20 times. Seriously, I've won 20 times in court. 20 times I've won in court defending myself. The one time I did lose, they actually put me in jail that day. But I only stayed in jail for like 4 or 5 hours. My neighbor Jesse came and bailed me out and I gave him the money when I got home. So I did go to court once, but it was only for a few hours. I went to jail once, but it was for a few hours. I was like, man, Jesse, can you come get me? Where you at? Bro, I'm in jail right now. No way. Yeah, I'm actually in jail right now. I just walked out of court. They locked me up, but I can get out. So he brought some cash down, got me out. I paid him back when I got to the house. I was like, here you go, man. Appreciate it. Well, yeah. Exactly, Sly. Change your name from Uber Jeep AZ was a good move. And I told people I was looking forward. I was looking forward to get any corporation's name unhooked off my name. I didn't want to have no corporate Uber shit because everybody, this is what the problem was. And I'm going to tell you, Sly, this is if you are a new content creator or you want to get involved in content, do not name your shit Uber, Lyft. Don't do that. Don't do it. I remember when Aaron was Uber Lyft Phoenix. I was like, dude, get that shit off your name. Pedro was Pedro, DoorDash, and get that shit off y'all name. I was telling them, dude, I was Uber Jeep AZ, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't even drive my Jeep no more. And for two, I'm getting that Uber shit off my name. I don't even drive Uber no more. So I took that off my name, and I started telling everybody else, man, take this shit off. Don't get them no free advertising, because every time our name pops up in an algorithm, we're giving them free advertising. We're giving them free views, free clicks, free algorithmic analysis. We're giving them all that shit for free. Take anybody's name off your shit. If they're not paying you for it, yep, exactly. That's it right there. It's like putting yourself in a box. Exactly. So I appreciate that, Benton, man. This is, dude, I listen to you if you were talking about horseshoes and hand grenades. Every time you spitting when I'm listening to you got light in the bottle. I'm the only one who noticed. I appreciate that, brother. Man, I try, like I said, I keep it real, man. And I know a lot of people have the hardest time keeping it real because they so worried about people not liking them. I have been not liked most of my life, so I'm comfortable with people not liking me. And once you get comfortable with people not liking you, you're okay. You'll do fine. When you want to please everybody, it's impossible. There's no way you can please everybody. Stop trying. Stop trying to be liked by everybody. Stop trying to, I want everybody to like me. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? How you want to like me? Okay, what do I have to do? You're a wishy-washy person when you want everybody to like you. The moment you stop giving a shit if anybody likes you or not, you stop being wishy-washy. You now become you. The people who roll with you, they don't roll with you left or right. They're going to say, Jeff, man, I might not agree with you, but I just like the way you roll, man. I might not agree on a lot of shit you do, but at least I know who I'm dealing with straight up. I ain't dealing with no fake-ass person that's trying to make me like them. You say exactly what you got to say. You know I don't like it, and you keep saying it. I'd rather rock with that because I could see you. Like, I'm not one of them people you got to cut grass around to see the snakes and shit. The people who want everybody to like them, those are the ones you got to worry about because they be talking shit about you behind your back because they want them people to like them. And then they'd say something in your face because they want you to like them. Then they talk shit behind their back because they want them to like them. Me, I say what it is, and I say it around anybody. I say this shit out loud, and we could debate about it, talk about it. I'll tell you why I don't like it, left or right, why I'm saying what I'm saying, left or right, and it is what it is. And if once you live like that and you become into your own space and your own zone, it's so hard for somebody to disrespect like you just being real, you being like original, you being unique. I'm not trying to be phony just so people like me. Like, oh man, I want people to like. People say, hey man, I don't like your channel. I don't give a shit. I might not like you. It's like, that's just me keeping it real. I might not like you. You might stink, motherfucker. I don't know. So don't come on my channel. I don't like your channel. I don't give a fuck. You might smell like cigarettes. I might not like you. I don't know. But I'm only going to keep it real. So I don't care if people don't like me or not. So you don't got to tell me, Jeff, I don't like you. I don't care. I might not like you either, but I'm not saying that to you because I'm saying other shit that means something. I'm not worried about liking you. I'm just having a chat with people about whatever topic we talking about. They don't like you. So what? Who cares? It's like shit. Then when you try to be liked by everyone, you become the enemy to yourself. That right there, man, that's a t-shirt. When you try to be liked by everyone, you become an enemy to yourself because you lose yourself. You lose yourself trying to be liked by everybody, man. It's like, man. And I'm one of them people that I know, and I told y'all, like, I got old ass contents, and I know I could be an asshole sometimes because I live with me every day. I know I could be an asshole because everybody's going through something every day. I may be locked into a repair that I can't figure out a weld. Like, I cannot get this fucking weld right. No matter what I do, I cannot get this. It's in a tight place. The weld keeps hitting this, it's hitting that. I can't get it to really, and it could just be on my mind. And I may not even care about nothing else anybody is saying, but that little weld point is on my mind. And I'm like, I cannot fucking figure out this weld. It won't hold up for some reason. It's going to always be on my mind till I handle it. So I might come off as an asshole because I'm not paying attention to people. But I know that's how I am. I get stuck on little things like that sometimes because I know, like, I'm a perfectionist. I'm almost like OCD with my accounting shit. So I know when I get stuck on something, I don't really care what other people think because I need to get past this point. This is something I got to work on. Right now, I'm working on my motorcycle. I've been working on that motorcycle for a while now, doing stuff to it left and right. I haven't even rode it because I've been so busy just doing like little fun projects on it I wanted to see. And this is like, Jeff, you got to ride this bike. It cannot just sit in your garage. You got to get it out, hit the streets, ride it, do something. You're just sitting on it right now. And that weighs on my head because I love my motorcycle. I mean, it took me a long time to build that bike the way it is, and I don't even use it no more. So the day I got up, I went and got a Jeep battery because the Jeep battery was killing me. I got some equipment coming in. It's supposed to help me with the Jeep battery. If it works, I'm going to try it on the motorcycle and on the Escalade because I got vehicles that I don't drive, and this is supposed to help. It's supposed to help your battery life if you don't drive them. And I'm tired of walking up to a vehicle with a dead battery. Like, fuck, when was the last time I drove this thing? So I know I could be an asshole because I get stuck on things like that in my life. And I don't tell people that. One lady asked me one day, she says, Jeff, do you even have bad days? I said, I have bad days every day. It's like, every day is not good. Like, I have bad days every day. I woke up the other day, I had no salt in my water softener. It was hard water coming out. I had to go to the store and buy 3 big ass bags of water. I didn't plan on doing that. It's a bad day. I plan on waking up, making breakfast, not driving around looking for damn water salt. Everybody has bad days. Wake up sometimes. Like I woke up one day and like I said, when the tires on the Escalade are dry rotted because I don't drive it enough. So now I got to take all these tires. 2 of them are dry rotted. The other 2 are good. So I got to take tires off and redo tires on the Escalade. And I don't want to do that. So I have bad days all the time. I just don't radiate that shit to everybody else because my bad day shouldn't be a bad day for you either. I can handle mine. I'll handle it. I don't get online and start ripping people a new asshole and doing dumb shit just because I'm having a bad day at home. So I'm going to get online and just attack people to make myself feel better. You wouldn't even know if I'm having a bad day or not. You wouldn't even know. You think I'm having the best day of my life. Why? Because you'll see me in the swimming pool swimming. Whole time I got dry rotted tires on the Escalade. You see me out there barbecuing, this and that. Whole time I got a dead battery sitting in the Jeep. You're like, Jeff, man, I'm having the best day of my life right now. I just don't feel like replacing that battery, so I'm going to swim for a little bit. I don't feel like putting tires on this Escalade, so you know what I'm doing? I'm going to go out here and barbecue. I'm going to go bake me some chocolate chip cookies for a minute. That's how I handle my bad days. I don't radiate that shit and put it on somebody else. And that's why I enjoyed having this channel, man. The 300, we're a totally different breed. We all know that the world is against us. These apps are against us. Everybody's trying to keep us poor and broke. Passengers trying to lie on us sometimes. All we're trying to do is make enough money to not stress. That's it. We ain't trying to get over on nobody. We just want to make enough money to not stress. 300 is a totally different mentality. I see people go out there happy just to get a private client, happy to get a conversion. The smallest things make us happy because it's progress. It's something moving forward. And we try to carry that energy on this channel forward. It's a real energy. It's reality. So we try to carry that energy forward and we keep it real with it. Even though I know a lot of people don't talk about rideshare as much as we used to because it's a dead industry right now. And that's why my channel is migrating to another realm of reality. And hopefully we get people who aren't involved in rideshare over to this channel. Because I'm telling you right now, the 1,300 people on this channel, I'll tell you exactly where they all come from. Because in my charts here, in these charts, I'll tell you, in these charts right here, it tells you where every single sub came from over the past 28 days. Now, my #1 video was the jail for Julie, that one. 270 subs over the last 28 days came from that video alone. 270 people came to our channel from that one video. The next channel was the next video was the video I just put out, the one about a plot against Diddy. 185 people came in just the past few days. I just put that video out like 2 days ago. 185 people in 2 days have already joined the channel because of that video. 185 in 2 days, 185. Now I'm going to tell you how many came from rideshare. Here's an Uber one here with 48. Here's an Uber one here with 20. That puts us at 68. And here's an Uber one here with 18. So 68. So that puts us at 86. So 86 people in 28 days. 86 people in 28 days came here for rideshare. 86 people in 28 days came here for rideshare. 86. 1,300 people came here. Only 86 of those people are rideshare related. That's over 1,220 people came to this channel in the last 28 days that don't want shit to do with rideshare. Over 1,200 people in the past 28 days came here. Rideshare is dead. I got way more rideshare content, do way more rides, but nobody comes to this channel because nobody's doing private rides. Nobody's doing it how we're doing it. People are coming here looking for some hack to hack the apps so they can get like super surge and shit like that. That's what they're looking for. We don't drive on the apps. So if only 86 people over the last 28 days, that's out of 30 days, That's less than 3 people a day subbing his channel. Less than 3 per day. 3 per day subbing his channel. 3 per day for rideshare. Over 1,200 for the other 30 days. So that's 40 people a day that don't deal with rideshare. So 40 people each day come to this channel and subscribe to this channel if they don't want to deal with rideshare. 40 people. That's a lot of people who are probably riders, not drivers. Drivers, only 3 of them are coming to this channel a day. So that kind of tells you the direction in which this channel could be moving. I mean, one is kind of going downhill. The other one's going uphill. Like I said, I just dropped a video 2 days ago. It's already at 185 subs in 2 or 3 days. That one video got more than all the other videos combined. 185. That's crazy. But that tells you what YouTube wants you to do. YouTube tells you what to do when they send you analytics. They tell you analyze it. These aren't just numbers. You have to make a decision. Look at these numbers. Make a decision. It says 15.8K is still mostly rideshare. Yeah, you're right. 15.8K, I wouldn't say it's mostly because I get a lot of mechanic people. Because my mechanic videos, each one drops almost 100,000 views. My mechanic videos, 75,000 views. And it'd be like 1,200 subs off of that. Off one video, be 1,200 subs. Like I can pull up one of my videos for my BMW. I think that video gave me 1,100 subs just in the past year alone. 1,100. One video. 1,100. One video. So the 15.8K is mostly rideshare, but I don't think so. But let's say it is. Let's say it is. The 15.8K is mostly rideshare, but my average rideshare video is only getting 700 views. That means the people who are over here for rideshare ain't even here. They just haven't unsubbed yet. That's all. They're not watching the shit. That's just what it is. And it's almost like, how did the rideshare people don't support this channel? That's basically what you're saying. You're saying if most of the people here are rideshare, but most of my views come from people not from rideshare, that means the people here for rideshare ain't even supporting the content of me trying to help them get more money. The truth will tell itself just by analyzing the data. The truth tells it. So if drivers don't care about us trying to help them make money, all my views are coming from people who I'm not even talking about money about. All my views are from people who I'm not talking about rideshare about. All my views are how we get paid on YouTube. We don't get paid for subs. We get paid for views. So if all my views are coming from new people, not the people who've been here and should be supporting the channel, then that means it's dead weight. It's dead weight. Sometimes you got to drop dead weight. So it's like, I wish out of the 15,000, out of all these subs that are ride, I wish every video I drop would get 4,000 views from rideshare, 6,000 views from rideshare. Instead, I'm getting views like that on other videos that have nothing to do with rideshare. My mechanic videos, go look in my videos that says like high volume or something popular, because YouTube gives you this popular thing. I mean, it's 68,000, 74,000, 110,000, 98,000. Not a single one is rideshare. I think one might be rideshare. One of them has 60,000. The How I Cherry Pick has 60,000. Other than that, so for this channel to have mainly subs from rideshare, but all my highest viewed videos have nothing to do with rideshare. That tells you right there, rideshare people come here and they don't watch this shit. That tells me that. That's what it tells me. It says, Jeff, a lot of people are subbing your channel, but they're not watching your shit. Therefore, if we're paying you for views, not for subs, don't care about your subs, Jeff. You're over 1,000 subs. You need to start making content that people are watching, because we pay you for the commercials we run. We don't pay you based on dead subs just sitting on your channel. You don't get paid for somebody subbing your shit and not watching it. So therefore, I've got to make exactly. The Diddy video is almost 9,000 views already. And I guarantee, like I said, that's almost at 9,000 views. And I got 185 subs off of that. So it's at about a 20% sub rate or something like, not 20%, a 2% sub rate. So when people go watch that video, they're subbing it. When they watch a rideshare video, I only get 3 subs per day. And most of my videos on my channel could be rideshare. And out of all the videos I got on my channel from rideshare, I can only get 3 people per day to sub my channel from the rideshare industry. That tells you the rideshare industry is down. Like I said, you got the numbers. You have to make sense of it, though. So when people say, hey, most of the people on your channel are rideshare, but most of my views are for people not from rideshare, which means people from rideshare aren't watching your shit. Therefore, YouTube is like, Jeff, get away from rideshare because you're not going to make money with that industry. You're going to make more money doing other things. So it's like, hey, that's what it is. It says, yeah, but if you tell some stories about your private customer rides, you might get more views if you're doing enough rides. Psh, bro, you ain't seen my cash. You know how many videos I got in my cash ride playlist? I'm going to pull up because see, you're asking all the right questions, but that tells me you haven't watched my content before. But I'm going to pull up my cash ride playlist because what you're talking about is private rides. And I'm going to pull up my cash ride playlist. Where's my playlist at? Where is that? Content here. Let me go over here. Because, I mean, you asked, this is a valid question. I think it was Jeff, if you talk more about, this and that. Okay. Let me open this up real quick. Share screen. Because I'm gonna show you exactly what it is. Share screen. So can you see that? Yep, you guys can see it now. All right, let me open this up like this. So if I go all the way to listening while driving podcast, 524 videos in there. But the videos about me talking to people, look at this. Cash rides and conversion techniques right here. There's 80 videos in there of me telling people exactly what you said, Jeff. If you talk about cash rides, this right here talks about it. This whole thing talks about it in here. So here's my play. Here's all the videos to it right here. Let's see if they open it up. Okay, so here's all my videos right here. So I've got one video. I said Uber ride conversions into private clients. That's got 308. That's members only though. That's 308. Now, here's a public one right here. A public one. Better pay option for Uber and Lyft rides. And I was talking about my private rides right here. I was showing how I do private rides and everything. This video, let me play it. It won't play that way. It'll play this way. All right, let me play it this way. See, I'm showing you exactly the answer to your question. So that video right there, let me show you that video, which is telling people exactly how to get a business customer. And that's a high volume business customer for me. 383 views. That's it. 383 views. Thanks, Al. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for the super chat. That video has 383 views and it came out February the 2nd of 2025. And it tells people exactly how to handle somebody who has I do corporate account. That lady is a corporate account. She's always said, hey, can you send me all my receipts? Because if I use Square and it pays through Square, she gets reimbursed from it. I tell people how to convert a ride. And when they go, well, I can't pay you in cash. I got a company credit card. That's fine. I can use that. So I put all of those techniques in tech. Like I said, I appreciate the super chat, brother. I appreciate the question too. That was a really good question because a lot of people don't realize that I got a whole cash rides playlist with 80 different videos in here that shows people. Here's a video here this is another one about Square. It's got 816 views on it. Here's one, Uber driving with other revenue streams, 1,057. I mean, I can go through all. Here's one here with 8,000 views on it. And that was driving Uber and Lyft in Las Vegas with a licensed business permit. So I was telling people in Las Vegas that they already have the business license. They already got the Clark County and the state of Nevada licenses. So I made a video with all of the screenshots of everything of what they have. That one got 8,000 views right there. That was from September of 2024. Here's one talking about capitalizing on app glitches, 1,043. So I've got a lot of videos in my Cash Rides playlist, but the people won't view them. They just don't, for some reason, they just won't latch to those videos. You just wear the back. I forgot to turn it off a minute ago. There we go. There we go. That's the background music right there. But and see, that's the thing, Al. A lot of people, they want to actually hear what I got to say about cash rides and everything, but they won't go to that cash rides playlist. I'm like, so in my comments a lot, you will see me go, hey, go to my cash rides playlist, because there's 80 videos in there, and you open them videos up. I'm actually talking to customers in the car. I got videos in there of me talking to the rider in the car, converting the ride from what it was to what I needed to be. And I got videos like that, but a lot of people won't go listen to those videos for whatever reason. And I'll put all the information out there to help people say, hey, I don't want to be broke no more, Jeff. What can I do to not be broke? And I'm like, this is what you can do to not be broke. You've got to convert a ride. How do you convert a ride? Okay, you go to my cash ride playlist. Just choose, there's a lot of videos in there. Choose any video. A lot of them got me doing ride alongs where I'm actually on Lyft or I'm on Uber and I'm talking about the next ride I'm about to take and what I'm going to convert it to. I say that right in the video. I got this ride right now for $23. I'm going to try to convert this ride. I end up doing it for $60, $60 cash. And they hear me talking in the car to the guy. I'm like, you know what? This ride is saying 23, but it's screwed up, and isn't it? Oh no, we could do it cash. We could just pay you cash straight up. All right, bet. I do that in video so people can see the potential of what we're really doing out there. And we're not just letting the apps take over us and play us like suckers. So, and like I said, I'm glad you asked that question, because I might even clip that whole segment out right there just to make a video of that, because people need to see that there are videos on this channel that will help them maximize their profits out there instead of just driving around all day hoping they get a good ride. You could turn the most worst ride into a banger. We used to do that with Tucson rides sometimes. We'll get like, yeah, man, we got a ride, you know, it pays $64 to Tucson. I'll do it for $200. Even drivers were walking up to me at Quick Trip down by the airport. Man, I just got this ride to Tucson, man. They talking about $70. I said, dude, this is what you do. Next time they send you a ride to Tucson, they say $70, you tell a person $200. I could do that. Yeah, if they want to get to Tucson. If they don't want to get to Tucson, they'll say no, thank you. But if they'll just sit at the airport and somebody's gonna get them for $200 because everybody's gonna keep saying no, I'm not doing that for $75. That's an hour and a half down there, an hour and a half back, about 220 miles total for $75. No, I'll do it for $200, $250, but I'm not doing it for no $75. At some point, and I got it all in that playlist, at some point, people are going to say, you know what? I think I'm going to do this ride with this guy. He's saying $200. Go to the bank, get out the $200, or either do it on Cash App or Square on the spot and head on out. But like I said, you actually, I'm glad we're going in the live stream on that, because you asked a very, very good question, because we do have a lot of rideshare people on this channel and they do want to know about private rides. I just don't think they know where to look. And so hopefully they look in that Cash Rides playlist and they open and they go through it all, because there's tons of video. And I mean, I've been doing them in that playlist for a couple of years now. So they can even go 2 years back to see how I even started it, with the original business cards, with the, you know, the flyers in the back of the car, with the QR codes in the car. All those videos are in there. And hopefully it inspires somebody to say, you know what? I'm not doing no more $7 rides. I'm going to say $15 minimum. That's it. $15 minimum. No more $7 rides. They just doubled their money. They doubled their money just by making a stance, saying, you know what? I'll do it, but I'll do it for 15. I can't. Well, I paid 13 for the ride. We'll just consider it a $2 tip then, I guess. I'll do it for $15. I can't do it for $7. And once they do that, they're going to be like, I did 10 rides today. I'm at $150 and they were all short rides. I mean, I must have drove like maybe 40 miles. 40 miles, I'm already at $150 already. This is crazy. Converting rides is great. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. So I appreciate you, Al, man. Thank you once again for the super chat and for supporting the channel. And thank you for that great question, man. I'm glad you're looking at the numbers. I'm glad you look, because it's important when you start looking at how many subs and how many views and all of that go. You got to start really honing in on analyzing and seeing the direction of what this channel is going. See, well, they should go view those videos. There are still plenty of black and black SUV drivers. By the way, I'm in Cali. Oh, yeah. And the thing is, Al, you'll see in that playlist, a lot of those come from me using that little ass Beamer. I was using a Beamer before I got the SUV last year, and I was doing the same thing. I was just converting rides in that BMW because they took me off the Lux platform. When they killed the Lux platform, I had no way to make good money. They were putting us at the Prius rates. And I'm like, hell no. I just started converting like crazy after that. Once they kicked the Lux out, I just started converting. I was like, nah, you're not getting in my car for no $3, $4, $5. Nope. I was 15, 20. Man, I was $60 rides, $45 rides, and people was paying it because they were paying it to the apps anyways. They were just turning around and giving it straight to us. But it's like, it's a lot of black and black SUV drivers out there. They need to they stay in their zone, do their thing, let the cars go out and make the car money. Because there's $11, $12 rides on the apps. I won't take it. Because if a car can go take it and convert that to $20, that's $20 that car rider got, and I can wait on a black SUV ride. If I get a black SUV, cool. If I don't, I got private clients to deal with. But I try to make sure that I leave enough food out there in the streets for even the car drivers, so they might want to work today. They might want to say, hey, I'm going to go convert this ride, man. All right. But if I'm in my SUV converting all the rides that these guys should be getting, then they don't eat. I just got to sit and hang out and just wait a while. I say, all right, my ride's coming. He got a $15 ride. He just got a $20, $25 ride. My ride's coming. I might get a $100 ride from downtown to Scottsdale. Hey, man, $100 take me and my crew up to Scottsdale. Cool, let's go. So I pass up the 15 because he was going to get 7. He got 15. He was getting 9. He got 20. I'm sitting downtown. I get $100. Everybody ate. Everybody's happy right now. Everybody's cool. I might not get another ride for the rest of the night. I might not get another ride for a few hours. But at least everybody got something. Everybody ate. And that's kind of how we doing rideshare, man. So I appreciate that, Al, man. Real talk, brother. Appreciate that. And I know in Cali, man, you could do a lot of private rides out there because Cali people are sick of them fares, man. They sick of them fares. Yeah, it's almost like shooting fish in a barrel. Just grab 2 or 3 clients and be like, hey, listen, I'll pick you up from your office. I'll pick you guys up from the courthouse, wherever you need to go. I got you. Just let me know. Just let me know. So I don't know many drivers, and I have to show them the playlist. Maybe drop the link so they can directly click on it. Some drivers are okay drivers, yet technically are insufficient. Yeah, I don't know how I can get, because I know it's on my homepage. Like if you go to my actual homepage, and then you just kind of, when you open the homepage, it'll show you all the playlists. Just click on Cash Rides. That's the only way I can get. They don't give us a link for the actual playlist though. They give you links for the individual videos. But if you just open up the my website. Let me see something. I'll put it in here. YouTube.com/@MikeDrop. Yeah. There we go. Bam. So once you just tell them, hey, go to the website, go to the page, and just scroll until you see Cash Rides and I think it's Cash Rides and Techniques or something like that. And once you see Cash Rides playlist, open that, and it's just all videos in there. All those videos, it's all about how to get cash rides. The cash rides I've done. There's videos that I should even put in there that I have somewhere else because it's all about, being an independent contractor and not letting these apps take you over. Because most of my stuff, like the old stuff, back when we used to only do ride-alongs and we weren't doing that many conversions, those videos, the apps don't work like that no more. We don't have, $20 surge sitting somewhere, $25 surge just sitting. We used to have that. So all those videos were good. But now the Cash Rides playlist, that's where it's at. That's where all of the true meat of how to be an independent contractor is in that playlist. Because all those old ride-alongs, they don't even give us surge no more, man. We don't even eat like that no more. But we're right at the 3-hour mark just about. So my man Al, I appreciate you, brother, out there in California. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Sly, for the super chat. And thank you, Al, man. Like I said, you ended the show on a great one, man. I'm glad we talked about that because a lot of people don't know where that list is. So appreciate you for popping in. Appreciate you for asking that. Very valid, man. Thank you so much. You helped me end the show on a good note, brother. I appreciate that, man. So you guys, it's only 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm probably gonna go in here, grab me something to eat real quick. I'm gonna turn my app on about 1:45, see if I can get some club traffic. Only want to get like 2 rides. If I make $75 tonight, I'm good. If I get 2 rides, $30 a piece, I'm good. I'm not trying to, $60, $70 is like a full tank of fuel for me. So all I gotta do is do a couple of rides. It's money in the bank. Cool. Kick back for a while. If I can get some private clients out of it, that's what I'm gonna aim for tonight. Private clients. All right, Slobber, you be easy out there, brother. So I'm gonna try to get a couple of private clients, and if I can, that's gonna be a video. I'm gonna try to get my private clients to actually come on a live stream with me. That's my next feat. Get a private client on this live stream to talk about why they became a private client and how they feel about it versus driving on Uber and Lyft all the time. That's what I need to do. So people can be like, oh, yes, I'm going to show that clip to some people in the car. So when they get in the car, they're going to be like, can I be your private client? Hell yeah, you can. Shit, here's my Cash App. It's like, man. But man, y'all be easy out there, brother. And thank y'all for rocking with the live stream, man. Wasn't a lot of us tonight, but guess what? Sometimes you got quality, not quantity. We have some quality folks in here for quality conversation, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to see y'all on the next video. Should be dropping. See, that's it. Get them to go live with you people. Yeah, I'm going to do it, brother. I'm going to do it. Let me see if I can get them to go live with me. I'm going to talk to 2 of them because I know 2 who would love to go live. This might be fun. We'll see.